Yo, it's your boy Key 757. This is Up for Debate. I got Sushi So Raw. I got Lishi the Gifted One. Say what's up to the people.
Yo, what's up?
What up, people? We about to rock it. Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right,
So
y'all.
good for us,
Yeah, I got a little something, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to start off with the thought-provoking, right? All right, so in schools, which is more important to teach children, history or financial literacy?
And you want to make one more important than the other?
Can I? Yeah, because I was going to say
kick.
that, like, you can't really say that you're going to teach financial literacy without teaching history a little bit.
Go ahead.
To
Go
be
with
honest.
Go ahead with that.
Yeah, so, like, for instance, like, I forget Warren Buffett, right?
Okay.
So he made money, like, a whole fucking shit ton of money. If anybody knows Warren Buffett, he bought fucking Pepsi. Was it Pepsi or Coca-Cola?
I'm not
Somebody
sure, but
correct
go
me.
ahead.
One of the two, Pepsi and or Coca-Cola. He noticed in fucking like 1962 that Coca-Cola did something where he knew that it basically would repeat itself at some point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up saying, like, if he ended up getting to this many like shares by this amount of time, then it would be worth billions of dollars.
Right.
Like, that man used a whole like report from the past to get to where he is right now.
That's smart.
So yeah, you can't really, I personally think you can't teach one.
Well, we talking about in schools though. So, you know, which one you think is more important in
like I
schools?
gotta pick one.
I don't.
You ain't got to pick one, but I'm just.
As far as subjects, period, the main ones, I don't feel like none of them are more important than the other. I feel like they are all necessary to have a successful life.
Right.
You need math.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, some kind of science, you know, because at the end of the day, it can lead to something that you are good at. Like, you know, woodwork is still based off some type of science. You feel me?
With shit like this vaccine, you need to know something.
Nah, so I'm thinking though, I'm gonna go with financial literacy. Because I think that when you learn financial literacy, it has all those things you just named encompassed into one thing.
Yeah, and then it's also it's gonna have slight history, but all that history is gonna be based off of how it affected finances.
Yeah,
you feel me? So you're still gonna learn it.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn how the war affects finances. So
that's
really,
shit right there.
If you can put all that in one class. You really could make everything that class.
What I'm glad about is that y'all both jumped on the fact that you need them both. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this question from something, and it was like more. The subject was more being leaned towards financial literacy and kind of neglecting history. But history is super important, and it's not just about repeating itself, because that's important too, important part of it too. But just knowing what happened yesterday is important. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you ever forget what you did yesterday, you feel fucked up about it. And that's something simple. So just imagine a few hundred years ago, you need to know about that shit or something.
Yeah, because that shit will start getting real lost in translation.
Yeah. Especially when you're having certain conversations about, like, I don't know, the current status of a certain culture.
Yeah.
You need to know the history of it.
Yeah, how would you even know? Like, how it's changed.
And that could in the same sense, help with your financial literacy for that culture. You feel me? But all right, let's move on to the next one, right? Would it be crazy if careers had weight requirements?
Why the fuck would you do that? Hell yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Hey, you can't join the military and be obese.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, they definitely got a weight work.
Would that be crazy, yo? That's not crazy. I don't see that to be crazy. I don't think it's
crazy because, like, some jobs you just can't be unfit for.
For sure.
You feel me? Like,
for sure.
Yeah, you can't be no fat ass police officer. That's really why shit going left anyway.
Right.
Niggas be skinny, fat, and out of shape and can't fight.
Right.
That'd be the problem. For sure, can't
you don't
fight.
Feel that way though, Mouse? Like, you can't think of I
can think of some jobs, but that's fucked up. But then you can if you say that, then some jobs gotta have a height requirement.
Yeah.
Hey, definitely. Because I shouldn't be in no goddamn like factory. That's not for little people.
Necessarily.
It's only certain jobs
That's
that a
not true.
person my size should be doing. Like when I was at Amazon, bro, they had me pushing carts that was bigger than me. Like,
but them carts ain't that big. Stop
you
playing.
capable of
bro,
doing
them
that.
things was big.
They ain't that big, bro. They be complaining about them.
Get a motherfucking thing full of books and you 4'11", 125. I was struggling.
Nah, fuck that. I worked at this tire place. These motherfuckers rolling big ass tires. I'm talking about jumps that go on semi trucks and shit.
Yeah.
Rolling them out the trailer. Vroom, vroom.
That's what I'm saying. When the boom,
I'm like, damn, I gotta roll them up. Boom, put them on the pallet. Boom. They couple of them go past me. They like, keep going. I'm like, what you mean, keep going? I'm like, nah, bro. I called the temp service after 2.5 days. Like, nah, y'all gotta find me something else, bro. I ain't cut out for this. Like, you need a big guy. This ain't me.
Right.
Hey, did you see how you was throwing away?
Some shit need to have a strength requirement.
No, some jobs
do
that's
tell what he's saying, like a physical requirement.
Some jobs say like you are required to pick up at least 50 pounds. That's already in it. We ain't talking about that. We talking a lot of jobs.
It will say a certain pound weight, but
that's already
50
in there.
pounds. You can't lift 50 pounds. Then what are you, a kid
or old? You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, weight requirements, I think that should be one, bro. Like, shit, you can't.
If you doing something where you got to walk a lot and you got to quote it, then yeah, you should have, there should be weight requirements. But sometimes even big people do good at that, so that's hard to say.
They might can meet like the quota requirement.
Yeah.
But
what if like you in a spot in the factory, right? You know, like at car factories and shit. Like, what if the space in between the belts ain't big enough?
That too, yeah. But check the fact that, like, you know, if you too big, no. Let me ask you this way. It's your business. It's your business.
In all actuality,
wouldn't you want to hire people?
Have weight requirements though.
Like
think
what?
about it. Like how many fat newscasters you seen?
I wouldn't say
that's a little different because that's media. Media is about image.
But I don't think there's a requirement for it though.
But they don't pick those people. So in their head, it's a requirement. Is it on paper? No,
probably not.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of jobs where it's not on paper, but they got one.
But if it's your business, would you be afraid to put that as a requirement of your employees? I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Because I don't want to offend nobody. It's nothing personal, but can you run a mile and fucking...
It ain't even, y'all thinking about all the strenuous shit though.
People are really only doing it because of the
it's certain shit that you really...
I think that you would have to weigh a certain amount, like on the heavier side, if you want to be a cook.
Oh God, like I would love a fat chef.
You gotta have some, you gotta have some weight on you.
Because I know you, your food.
Yeah.
That mean it's nasty.
You know what I'm saying? Or you
what about Ramsey? He ain't that big.
Nah, that nigga probably got a belly though.
I'm saying,
I guarantee that nigga arm jiggle in the back. I guarantee that nigga got one of those.
You can't be like mad petite though.
Mad petite.
You feel me? You ever seen a real thin chef? Never. And the food's probably nasty.
I wouldn't want that
unless it's the crackhead and fucking
Waffle House. The Asian ladies, they can't be, or the Asian dudes.
You stupid.
They can't be skinny.
Asian lady, I don't know, man.
They a little different. That's Asian cuisine. They supposed to be damn small. Asian cuisine is just like rice. Not necessarily,
bro. That shit all greasy.
Not necessarily. It is definitely oily.
Yeah, look. What about, you see that video of that look at the flick of the wrist shit and the Asian dude is fucking got that big ass thing of rice? That ain't no little bitty Asian lady.
Hey, and people gotta idea that Asian people be little and small and shit.
That shit is fucked up.
They definitely be chunky. So they definitely make chunky Asians.
All right, let's go to the next one, right? Is there truly a such thing as unconditional love? I know y'all gonna say yeah. I know y'all gonna say
hell no. I mean, yeah, but no. In all reality, everybody knows. I mean, I personally think, I'm a lover, so you know that I'm thinking yes.
Every time.
Thinking yes, man. Yes, unconditional love, but I'm sorry, unfortunately, loving without condition is wild.
There we go.
It's wild.
There you go.
It gets chaotic.
I think unconditional love comes from
I know what you about to say.
From more so
parents.
Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah.
But that's not true though.
It's not.
But I mean, not all parents are like that.
No.
But majority of unconditional love.
Parents have a
and
condition.
grandparents.
It just goes a lot further
They're
than
like a partner.
Yeah, it goes a lot further, but eventually
it's a lot of significant others that ain't got no unconditional love.
Period.
I mean, shit, Bill Gates getting divorced right now.
Man,
I will
he got
bring that up.
with
Gets
that bitch.
divorced at this age. I don't give a fuck what we got going. We should have an understanding by now.
At this point,
but he been fucking his ex girlfriend this whole time, but she allowed it.
Ex-girlfriend,
The wife allowed it.
How long they been
The
married?
wife allowed it.
The
wife allowed it.
They've been married for what? It was 27 years, right?
Something crazy.
Yeah. So the ex-girlfriend would be from decades ago.
She been there the whole time.
Like, okay, so then ain't no issue then.
It ain't.
She damn knew.
It ain't.
She just want to go.
I'm just saying.
Tired of him.
Do what? Like he rich
and
as
that's
hell.
the
Probably
thing.
be
Now
busy.
she rich as
he
hell.
rich as hell and be
Did you see
busy
what she
anyway.
just
If you
did?
want another nigga, go get another nigga. If you got another
see what
bitch.
she just did.
He gave her 1.8 billion in stock before the divorce.
Look, and that's what I'm saying. Did y'all hear? She withdraw like way more than that though. She withdraw like 4.
From what?
4 billion from her stocks. Matter of fact, I'm about to see if it's
That's
still up on
crazy.
Robinhood.
So that means she already had some
not.
stocks and he gave her another 1.8.
Hey, look, that was just to
Wow.
go. That was just to leave. And I ain't gonna lie,
But
y'all.
most of his money is probably in stocks.
My coin going up right now. So if y'all ain't investing, do that.
What you got?
But Doge.
Yeah, those going
And I ain't
nuts.
gonna lie, it's going up right now. It's
We
messy,
know.
but it's
Everybody
good.
got their eye on Doge, yo. Everybody.
Damn, it ain't
I'm
up here
pissed
no
about
more.
Doge because I'm a penny stock investor and that shit is fucking my money up.
Man,
Okay.
look.
But luckily I'm in some shit that's at the floor right now. So I ain't really been seeing nothing crazy.
Yeah.
However, I'm still down a nice.
Man, we ain't about to get on how much you
Nah,
down,
this
bro.
shit- this shit
Anyway,
important shit.
hey man, motherfucking run Doge up. Fuck what he talking about his
don't do
doofy
that.
ass. He
That
should
shit
have
is
put
fucking
something
with
on
me.
it. Everybody know whatever is getting talked about the most, you put something on it, no matter what it is.
That's a fact.
Social media is running the game right now.
That's a
Get
fact,
that shit
man.
going.
All investors out there, new investors. I'm a new investor, but this is something that I've learned. It's about timing, yo. So please pay attention. You have to pay attention so you can get your timing right. It's all about timing. If you're not getting your timing right, you're gonna catch L's.
And that's why I'm like, it's a good time to be in Doge right now.
Oh yeah.
To be honest, it's just a good time. People about to lock in.
Technically, it's always been a good time.
Yeah, it's really been. It was a better time
back then.
Yeah.
So like right now, really niggas losing if they not in.
Yeah.
If you're not in by now, you're low.
Like,
You ain't losing, but you ain't winning. I say that because I ain't in it and I ain't winning, but I ain't losing.
Yeah, I was about to say because nigga.
You losing out.
But back to
goddamn it.
unconditional love, motherfucker.
Right, but so you saying he gave her 1, but it was 1.5.
1.8 billion.
Okay, 1.8. There you
Yeah.
go. But I lied. It was 2.4 is what it was. 2.4. So she had a whole nother bill.
That's crazy. You sound
That's
like Jay-Z.
wild. This
I did
bitch.
1 B, and then the other B was beside the other B.
Oh, God.
Then that's 4 B's over there.
Oh, God.
That's a whole
She got a
beehive.
whole-
Got a Jay-Z verse over there. Fuck out of here.
Oh, God.
Hey, so what you think about unconditional love then?
Yeah, definitely. There's no such thing because there's always conditions in everything across the globe.
It is.
You've never encountered a situation in your entire life that wasn't conditional,
I think
and
people
love
just
is not
like,
excluded.
I think people just like phrases and how they sound.
It sounds
sound
good,
good.
don't it?
It
Oh my
sound
God,
good.
I love you unconditionally, so you gonna let me cheat?
And the problem
Where
is,
that motherfucker?
Then-
Hey,
There you
then
go.
where
that follow
that
some
one
bu-
TikTok?
some
Hey,
bullshit
slap that
follow when
TikTok
they-
in when they do that that little music they be doing. I'm gonna send you the little video so you
Yeah, I
know,
don't know.
because that shit
Look.
funny as hell. Yeah.
you're right though. You're absolutely right. That has a condition, and the thing is, you know, we say things so many times, so repetitively that eventually it becomes law, an unwritten law.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
It's like
we
we didn't
say
say it was,
unconditional
but it
so
is.
much, and now it's like those are those kind of trigger words. Like for example, which I want to save for the relationship segment, but fuck it, since we talk about it, there's these trigger. No, I'm gonna save it. All right, so look,
Sorry about I'm
let's move on to the next one. Right, last one. Should a woman submit to a man who doesn't have ownership? You know what I'm saying? Should a woman submit to a man who, and this is kind of relationship,
What do you
but
mean
this is more thought-provoking.
Ownership of like what?
Ownership,
He
period.
don't own shit.
Yeah,
He don't own a car. He don't own nothing with no value, basically.
Nothing.
So
you don't have like an apartment or nothing?
So
that's not owning.
Oh, you mean own it? Okay, like
submit.
I mean,
now you hear what I'm saying? Submit now.
If she feel he got potential, then she can.
But should she?
No.
She shouldn't.
My daddy would say no.
She shouldn't give in all the way.
What you saying is she kind of take in that what you saying she kind of taking a gamble with her submission, and I don't think you should do it. I mean, if you want to do it, it's okay. You know what I mean? But you know, it can not be okay too. Right. So I would say no. I would say no. Don't submit to a man who has no ownership. Why would you do that?
Would you say that as you before you had ownership?
I would say yes. Yes, absolutely.
So you were like,
I
shouldn't have had no hoes. I shouldn't have had no girlfriend.
That's not what I'm saying.
I shouldn't have had no ride or die girlfriend because I ain't had shit. That's what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. You just gave the example that if that person has potential, then she could or whatever. So yes, that could happen. But is that smart? No, it is not smart. You putting yourself out there on a limb right along with him. But once he has ownership, it's just like real talk. When it comes to a man, you should get into this place where at some point in your life, you should get into this place where you want to build a nest. You want to start to build the nest, to bring your woman there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to start to build the nest. If you as a man can't build a nest, then you don't deserve a woman. Not like
and that's what I was
all
about to say too. Like,
right.
Yeah, because like you can't, because submission to me sounds like marriage.
Right.
And I'm sorry, you cannot come without, you feel me?
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not saying you got to have it right then and there, but damn near after we get married, you better be fixing on doing it.
Right.
Like, it better be the next thing we doing together.
I get
what you're saying. So it's on some like animal shit. You feel me? Like certain birds, they got to do a whole little dance for the jump.
That sounds different though.
In order to get the chick. But I'm saying, but that's what they look at. That's all that matters. So it's like, or some other ones, it's the nest.
All right. So let me say, let me go along with what you. Let me piggyback on that. Right. Mm-hmm. So how it works is the bird builds the nest first. Mm-hmm. Now that the nest is built, you know, male birds are more pretty or whatever. So now he go out, start showing his shit. Yeah. So basically, that's how it's supposed to be with us as men. Right. You ain't supposed to have your chains and your J's and shit with no ownership.
With nothing, owning nothing.
You know what I mean? You
Unless
ain't supposed
you got
to
them chains of praise, then you kind of good.
What I'm saying is, men normally buy this type of shit to appease women.
Yeah.
Rarely do men buy shit like that for themselves. Women do that. Women buy little flashy shit to make themselves feel good. Mm-hmm. We don't do that.
Niggas do
we
that
can
shit
go
for bitches.
Days without shit, even a shower if we want to. Shit don't matter. But the point is, when it's time to go out here and find that mate, we make sure we dress up nice.
We
get good,
some of y'all
smell
do.
good, feel
so
good.
A lot of niggas out here that don't. But
and that's the problem. That's why we putting this message out there because you should be working hard. Get your nest together first.
Yeah.
Once you got your nest together, then you go out there and you do what you got to do as far as getting a mate.
I even accept like somebody who really ain't ready to buy a house until they do get married. I can respect that, but you gotta like have your own little like slot. You feel me? And I understand like you mean like ownership and having your name on something, but at the end of the day, shit, they name on that. They locked into that shit. They got, I mean, at the end of the day, they gotta, what I'm saying is like, what if it's somebody who's like, I could have ownership, but I'm waiting to gain ownership when I get married, when I do have kids. Like, I want that life. You know what I'm saying?
But why? Why would you, that's kind of backwards.
It's not backwards though, because like, you might just want to share that with somebody.
Yeah, same thing. When you get your nest, you gonna want to share it with somebody.
No, I'm not saying like I'm saying like damn. I don't want to have to like for instance like I don't want to have to get a nest and then my girl like you want to live here. I don't want that. You feel me? I want to see it and have part in where we gonna settle.
That goes along with something else. Know your lane. Like if that's what you can do. That's what you can do, and that's all you're going to be able to do with or without the chick. You think it's going to change because she around? Now, what could change is the fact that she can help you get it. You know what I mean? But then that kind of changes the whole dynamic. Now we not talking about the question here. We talking about something different.
But this what I'm saying though. Like, why can't she submit to him though? Why? Like, he don't own shit. You feel me? But you know, he still got his own shit. If they got a bank account
with their name on it and it's enough to be able to own shit, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if he? You feel me? He's on his 10 toes. He working hard, you know. But he just like, I'm not finna go.
Because all we gotta do is make a purchase.
He's like, I'm not finna go and buy no house. Be having to deal with plumbing and all that shit, and then ain't even nobody even be out here doing it. I could live off of this $400 apartment. Why the fuck would I go and get a house?
Because you own it. And that's important.
But see, sometimes now, you taking it as that
ownership. Ownership ain't just an apartment. I mean, ain't just a house. You can own a condo. That's more like apartment kind of shit. I mean, you ain't necessarily like gotta own a crib. Just have some ownership.
He said ownership. Yeah. You can own a stock.
Yeah.
You can own
any. I ain't gonna say stock. But I'm saying ownership.
Tangible ownership. Like a home.
Because
the stock is the ownership of a
building or something like that.
Even if you own the crib and your chick like, do you really want to live here? Guess what? I own this. Meaning it builds equity for us to make something else happen. I'm already putting the seed in the ground with this. I've already tended the soil with this. Right. This is not just this. So
you can't come in and think, and I guess that's what submission is, huh? She'll have to come in and really submit
and understand
to that.
what you really
we're building at.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. We're not starting at the bottom.
Okay, I feel.
See what I'm saying? We're not starting at the bottom. We starting somewhere. We're not starting at the bottom.
Like I said, you don't have to buy it. If you have the money in your account that has your name on it to buy it, that's the same. We can go get the nest together.
I don't know about that. But what I say is this. This is what I say.
If I got the 150 in my account, but I just don't own no crib right now, what's the difference? Because I can still go get the crib.
Okay. I feel that. Mainly because it sounds like you're on the verge of ownership with or without.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what I'll say is this. Remember when y'all was trying to get that one crib for the 10?
Mm-hmm.
That shit, to me, is like, you ain't necessarily got to live in there, but look, I own this crib. I'm working to get this shit to do.
Right.
Feel me? That to me works too.
I just seen some land right around the corner from where I stay at, where the big houses is.
Right.
20 bands.
So
for a lot, 0.46 acres. I'm like, man, I might see if I can get this.
So it's this chick. She looking at two dudes. One dude got an apartment, car, blah, 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 blah. The other dude got an apartment, car, and he owned 4 acres. Who should she submit to?
Yeah.
But okay, no, you can't just.
I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm on.
Hold on, wait. She can't just submit to the nigga because he got more though.
That ain't the point. It's you said potential earlier. You said potential earlier.
At the end of the day,
you come with me with a ring, 4 acres, and an apartment building, and you got a farm of your own.
That's making it sound like
niggas like I'm gonna soften up.
That's making it sound like only the rich niggas should have a woman. That ain't.
No, I mean
cool.
a hardworking motherfucker who take care of their business should be able, to take care of a wife. He's capable of taking care of his wife.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, because like I said, when I hear submission, I think wife.
Right.
And if you are out there actively looking for a wife,
right,
you better act like a fucking husband.
Fact.
And in my opinion, a husband,
the nigga with 0.5 acres is not worse than the guy with 4 acres.
I just threw the number out there. If he owns some land,
then they equal. Now they're equal. Now they're of the same caliber. Now they're both husbands. Those are 2 husbands.
Right.
Those are 2 men who can take care of a wife. And she can pick either one of them
and submit to either one of them. It doesn't matter.
Now, if one of them decide that he a woman beater after 5 years, that's her fault. Bad choice, bitch.
Yeah.
But more of the story is, you feel me? A husband, I'm sorry, no man should be out here looking for a wife to be a wife, which means, because a wife being a wife is submitting. Yeah. She cooks, she cleans, she makes sure that shit is held down.
She follows the duties.
You feel me? She does her part.
Yeah.
That nigga better do his fucking part.
Yeah.
Do his part.
Have something coming through the door, man. Like, stop trying to think that, you going to come through the door empty-handed and we going to get it. Nah, man. Do your shit as a man. Build your nest, man.
Yeah, because then now your standard high.
Because, see, we all got fucked up with
basically, then what you saying, though, is motherfuckers shouldn't shack up. I mean, y'all could
Facts.
date, y'all could talk, but until you got your shit all the way together, don't try to have a committed relationship.
Yes, facts.
I'll say this. There's gonna be limits to that. There should be limits to that. If you got your shit together, then you should be allotted more than the next man. You know what I'm saying? So you could have a chick, like you gonna have a girlfriend.
I'm
with
saying, I'm not saying no.
She can live with you.
But look, I personally think no. Like I won't shack up again.
Look, what I'm saying is this: you could you can have a girlfriend and all of that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she shouldn't necessarily submit to you. Know what I mean? She shouldn't necessarily
be a little bit of a rebel. Is that what you saying?
I mean, she just don't have to come and wash your clothes, fold them, and be a fucking wife. She does not have to fully
not cheat on you. That's not what that means. No, it means like, some kind, like when your woman submits, that means she's yours. Like how your dog will submit. You know what I mean? Your dog might be a little bit rebellious.
Somebody gonna say that was a bad reference, but
go
ahead.
It might be. But I'm just using this as an example of submission.
Ladies, I'm with him.
The example is submission. Your dog, a brand new dog might be a little rebellious at first. Yeah. You have to break the dog in to submit it. I'm not saying you got to break a woman in and none of that. Yeah. I'm not saying that. But your woman will break herself in because she sees that I can be comfortable and I can be straight here. She can let her guard down. That guard down is breaking. Yeah. She's gonna break that. You don't have to. You gonna break that by making sure you got your shit together. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And ownership is important.
Like when she see you like doing this, taking care of business, she gonna be like, oh, this nigga gonna
like
how he can take care.
Right,
so I'm gonna just
how much
sit
should
back
a
and be a woman.
My bad.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you taking care of business, a woman gonna sit back and just be her. She gonna just do
Let's do something lighter than the house. Let's do a car.
Okay.
Which woman should submit? I mean, one woman, two guys. Who should she submit to? The one who rents cars all the time, or the one who owns the car?
Cars don't matter.
I'm just saying. Because actually cars matter because they give you some level of independence.
They do.
Yeah, but in this day and age, right now,
I'm just using this as an example.
I'm using this as an example. I'm telling you, I'm answering your example.
Okay.
You saying which one?
Yeah.
It don't matter. Yeah. Because a car is not important. Mm-hmm. You can Uber anywhere.
And see, that's not handling your business.
Then you can rent. You can and you said, and what you said was rent or own. You don't need to own a car. All you need to do is get usage out of that car. You feel me?
And look, but think about it. You gonna spend.
You get more usage out of a car you own, though.
Yeah, Ubering like
a lot. There's some rich people who don't buy every or
a car's a necessity.
They might have did a motherfucking thing to own it, but they might not always end up paying it off. They might trade it in. You feel me? So they never really owned the car. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So owning a car, okay. Only reason you need to own a car is if you about to rent this car out, or you about to make some kind of money off of this car, or this car is going to increase in value. Other than that, you don't need to actually own a car.
I disagree.
You have to own a car in order to go make the money sometimes.
Yeah, I disagree.
Because I'm not going to lie. Like, I agree with you, though, on when you say that if the car is making you money, like, for instance, like, y'all know, like, I make money. I do this. So, I'm agreeing with him.
But I disagree in this fact. I watched my father. You know what I'm saying? We lived in one city that was closer to his job. And he moved to another city, you know what I'm saying, with a way better crib, way better neighborhood, all that shit.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? But it was 30 minutes away from his job now. Mm-hmm. So he don't need a car.
But your question really was rent or own. So what I'm saying is you don't need to own a car.
Do you know how much it costs to fucking rent a car for 30 days of fucking month? You don't have to
own a car. And if the car, like I said, the only cars you need to own is cars that's going to increase in value.
That's not true.
So if you owning a car that's going to decrease, you renting a car.
So you telling me that
is a liability.
So you mean to tell me if you move to a better neighborhood, better house, blah blah blah, 30 minutes away from where you work, the only reason why you should buy a car at this moment in time is if it increases in value.
Leasing a car is still renting a car. Okay? So you not paying that much. You paying the same as the niggas that's trying to own the car.
That's not ownership either, though. Because think about it.
I know it's not ownership. I'm saying you don't need to own it. You don't have to finish the payments, get the shit back, get the next car that you want.
But that's not smart.
No, it's not.
Like I said, only own the car when you gonna make some money off the car.
And put gas in it.
Women, don't submit to that.
When you gonna own a car,
please
that car
say no to crack
if you get listen to me.
It sounds good.
If you get a Lamborghini, $200,000. That's a bad motherfucking if that's not a particular Lamborghini that's going to increase in value, that's a bad investment.
No car increases in value.
Some cars do increase in value.
Older ones,
yes. So if it's not something that you feel like 30 years later is going to be worth more,
older cars, meaning you buy them already 30 years old, 40 years old, they will increase in value. No car that you about to drive to your job 30 minutes away is going to increase in value. You're not going to buy a 40-year-old car that you're going to drive every day to work 30 minutes away.
It's not the only part of it. I said increase in value, or you're going to make some money off of this car. You door dashing with this car. You rent this car out for people for music videos. You do the shit where people test drive Lamborghinis for 2 laps.
I never
that shit need to bring back
videos,
something.
Y'all.
Most of the shit you spending money on, it need to get proper usage out of it.
You talking about an investment. I feel what you're saying.
But it's still an investment. It's still an investment because, like I said, it will take you.
It need to be a goddamn investment.
He's talking about buying a car strictly
just to buy a car
for an investment.
That's it. That's the
only reason. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
I'm saying that's the only reason you should own the car.
No.
You can rent a car and be fine.
You are going to end up draining your funds.
No, you're not.
Facts.
Just do it every year. Swap the car out.
We're going to agree to disagree.
Hold on. Can I say this, though?
Okay, go ahead.
You will never have to do no maintenance if you swap the car out every fucking year.
Look, I'm going to say something. You're still going to pay the lease.
You can't be afraid of maintenance,
You're still going to have to pay the lease. For one. For two, you're adding yourself, right, but you're giving yourself extra bills. For one, we're talking about like a car being like the necessary thing. Like for instance, his story with his dad. He needs the car in order to even pay for the car. So therefore, it is an investment. It makes money now. It's making money because it's taking me to the money and getting me back home.
And if you're renting a car, it's still doing the same thing. So what are you talking about?
May I add something to that? My pops.
He has to buy the car. Hold on. Most people ain't buying cars straight out.
Mouse, hold on.
They paying on them.
First of all, he did buy the car straight up. It wasn't brand new.
I don't know who.
My pop's cars forever.
It was a $3,000 car.
He wasn't buying brand new cars.
Yeah,
he didn't buy a brand new car till he was in his mid-40s.
And if I buy that $3,000 car, I'm door dashing the shit out that bitch.
That's my point. Look, my point is,
a month and a half.
My point is, I left out something when I was telling y'all the story about my dad. He didn't have a car payment.
That's what I'm saying.
Outright.
Ownership, yes.
He owned it outright.
Having the lease is still a bill.
That's smart.
It was $3,000. If he paid for it, it was $3,000. He owned the car. Next year, the car fucking $1,800.
Not if you smart. But you're not worried about that. You're not even worried about making.
And he using this car,
because
so it's definitely worth less money.
I'm about to crush. Hold on, we're gonna end it on me. Hold on, because I'm about to crush this.
Okay.
But what if I told you that $3,000 was already made back? We already made it back plus some, so now
going your regular job don't count. You gotta do extra with that.
That ain't true.
No, that's not true.
You can get your money back from usage.
You can get your money back from usage.
You could have.
And if you're using that car to go to work, you could have
carpooled and got that same money and never had spent that $3,000.
But you can't carpool from 30 minutes away.
And you can't carpool.
Sometimes you can.
Without a fucking car.
This nigga's coming. It's 5 niggas
that can you carpool to work with no car?
Because you don't have to have a car. Somebody else gotta have a car. It's 5 niggas from our job coming from Lex. A nigga could carpool. Daycare and Brennan was carpooling.
Okay, sometimes right, you ain't got to throw names out. But look, let me ask you this, yo. Let me ask you this. So
they both had cars though, and ain't to say that neither one of them had no car.
It's cool. So you
try to act like
I'm just saying you ain't gotta throw them out there. Listen, dog. So you can have 2 choices, right? You got a crib, you got everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you own your crib, not all the way out. You paying on or whatever.
You got
know what I'm
saying? But you,
yeah. I mean, and you got 2 choices: car, you can own your car, or ride the bus.
I got something for that. My uncle stayed about 35, 40 minutes from his job. He drove 10 minutes, took the bus the rest of the way.
In some instances, okay, so environmentally,
it saved on gas.
Environmentally, sometimes it's better, like places like New York. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some places like Chicago, if you live in the fucking suburbs but you work downtown, yes, you're gonna take the metro, because why in the hell would I be trying to drive through traffic like that every day? That's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But even still,
you should own a
car.
That
car is still getting you to a piece of that money.
Because you're not thinking about grocery store runs. You gonna carpool to the grocery store, motherfucker?
Hey, look, niggas be trying to do that shit though.
Your point was own or rent.
I used to have to
you can own it is important.
Just rent a car to me.
Owning is important.
I don't need to own a car per se. I'm fine with just renting a car the whole time. I will own silver. I will own gold. I will own stocks. I will own land. I will own something that's going to bring me money back. And that's all I care about owning.
What you just named was all assets.
And that's all I care about
and
owning.
And a car is an asset as well.
It can be an asset.
Every time.
If I buy
every time.
If I buy a weak ass Kia, that motherfucker ain't doing nothing but going down every goddamn year. That's a bad fucking stock.
But are you taking it to make money? Are you going to DoorDash in this car? Because that's technically going to work. Are you going to make money?
Let me say something real quick.
I can DoorDash in a car that I don't own.
Let me say something.
You're gonna pay more.
I'm paying the same.
No,
that kid, if that kid 16 bands, if my car's 16 bands and I'm leasing it, and that kid 16 bands too, it ain't no fucking different. If I'm swapping the car out every year, I don't never need to own the car.
Let me say something, yo. Let me ask you a question. You got $20,000, the car is $16,000. Which one you gonna do? Buy or you gonna lease it?
I'm gonna lease the car.
All right, let me explain. That's part one. Let me explain.
I don't drop big cash for no reason, bro. When I can pay it out and use this money, I can keep this other. I can give you 1,000, keep the 19, and keep fucking making money. I don't never have to own the car. I don't care about owning the car unless it's gonna make me something.
Can I speak? You buy the car out. You got 20 G's. You buy the car out, right? Right. So after you buy the car out, right? You drive it or whatever, You know what I mean? At any point in time, you own the car. At any point in time, you can take a loan out on that asset. Let me finish. Because I witnessed somebody do this, right? I witnessed somebody who owned a car, paid it off. When it was paid off and they was like checking out different little loans, figured out that they can get 10 bands off of their car and only had to pay back like $700 on top of the 10 bands. So I can borrow 10 and I only have to pay $700.
Listen,
I'm gonna do that because you have those kind of options when you own.
But that's when you own. If I can just own my car, I can own this land and get that same loan. So I don't like the same thing. That's why I don't need the car. The car is not the one I need to own. But if the ones that I will own are something won't be a car.
What if you can only own a car?
Right.
If you can only own a car,
that was my start. That was my start of ownership.
Thing that you can own on earth, then okay, in that case, you would own a car.
That was my start of ownership, though. Was the car? I was like, I need to own my car. I cannot. I am not going to think that paying a car note or even a lease is smarter than owning my car.
Why would you?
I will never. Have you got a car note?
Do you know how many rich people? Do you know how many rich people just rent shit sometimes?
Why?
I feel it, bro.
But you rent shit like boats and shit for the day. You don't rent something that you have to use every day.
I'm not talking about for the day.
Smart.
I'm talking about just paying out rent.
We're going to agree to disagree. We're going to move on. Okay, we're going to cut that one out. We're just going to have to agree to disagree. I understand where you're coming from, Mouse. You're a really smart dude, and I appreciate your sentiment. But, you know, I have to disagree. Yeah. But I feel where you're coming from, bro. I really do.
I do.
But we're going to move on to the relationship segment of the show. That man want to keep going. We're going to move on to the relationship.
I view it the same as a phone because you don't have to really own the phone.
All right. Relationships. First question. How important is cooperation in a relationship?
It is like super important.
Why are you so corny?
Crazy important.
How is it? Why?
try to deal with a non-cooperative person. If that's a word, what's the word? Uncooperative. I think it's uncooperative. Whatever. Either way, somebody who don't cooperate is very hard to like. What?
So, I watched this video of this chick who said that the dude asked her, "Do she cooperate in her relationships?" And she said she didn't like that word.
What you mean don't like that word? Cooperate is like teamwork.
She didn't understand that.
Right.
And so I say that to say that it's a lot of people who feel as though cooperation is submitting in the negative sense.
Yeah,
they do, because when you try to help them out or give them some type of teamwork that's gonna make them better, they take it the wrong way sometimes.
Absolutely. And I want people out there to understand that to submit is not a bad word. Submission is not a bad word. Cooperation is definitely not a bad word.
Yeah.
Like how can you fix yourself to think that cooperation is a bad word?
I think all that comes from people don't really know their vocabulary and definitions and what things really mean. When they hear
simpler than that.
When they hear stuff, they don't really quite understand and grasp what it really means.
Right, you're right. And I'll go even simpler than that. They ain't played no video games.
Right.
You ain't played co-op.
You can't do a co-op and not be working together.
Right. Like, what the hell?
Y'all getting killed every rip.
Right.
Yeah, everybody needs to be involved in the cooperation.
But how
it's a cooperation.
Exactly.
We need all parties operating on the same motherfucking level.
And working together is just one aspect, but another aspect is having understanding. We understand. The understanding is cooperative.
Understanding.
When we have the same understanding, we're cooperating. It's like, all right, so me and you, Mouse, we in the bank getting robbed. I just look at you. You look at me. I ain't gotta say shit.
Yeah.
We got that understanding.
We understand what our roles is.
I'm about to jump on this nigga.
Yeah. You about to take the gun and I'm about to jump on this nigga neck.
You feel me? Like,
once I get the gun, nigga, you gotta do this shit.
Yeah. For real, bro. People don't get that, and that shit weird. And when it comes to relationships of all caliber, that shit is really important. It's so crazy for a person to think that, you know, I don't have to cooperate. Like, I don't even get that. Yeah. Like, why would you want to be in a relationship with a woman or a man who doesn't want to cooperate?
Yeah, it's not.
It's definitely gonna be difficult.
It's not easy, yeah. And it's like, I understand, like, I guess when people hear cooperation, they think like it's like a negative connotation behind it. You know, like the theme of it just sounds like, oh, you're trying to tell me what to do.
Yeah, and that's what old girl.
And it's like, bitch, it's just a word.
That's
like,
what old girl
look
was
up the definition. Like, let's use the words right.
Her exact word was, it sounds like obey. That's what she said.
And I want to know if that's a synonym of cooperation.
It is not.
To obey, yeah.
But there's some aspects of obeying in cooperation, meaning like if I'm like
police,
if I'm like, you know, in order for me to build this, I'm gonna need you to do that. You need to obey to that.
Yeah,
for sure. Or they
I'm
gonna
need you
built.
to cooperate. And that's cooperating though.
Yeah.
Obey. And like when you say obey, it's like, damn, it might be the same thing.
But at the same time,
I can take it out and use the same word.
I'm sorry to
I think
talk
it's just the theme. It's just the connotation behind it. It's not when people use it.
It's not obey. Obey is more so like a demand or a command, rather. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm saying cooperate, if I ask you to do something, I'm not demanding or commanding you to do it. I'm saying in order for us to make this work, you have to pull your
part.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So you do have to obey to what's going on for the cooperation. Yeah. It's bigger than just you and me. But I mean, you don't have
to, and then it's going to fall to shit.
Right.
So,
and that's what happens.
And that's why
all
what
the
happens,
time.
Yeah, that's what happens in relationships when people don't cooperate.
It's like, dude, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying there are jobs that have to be done or there are roles that have to be played, and somebody has to play one of them. Yeah. And if you're not trained on a certain one, then this is the one you got to play. Okay. If you're not good at one, then I think it's better for me to take it. It ain't about telling you what to do. And then the motherfucker like, no. And it's not about shaming you on what you're not good at, but if we want it done quickly and efficiently, then let's do it this way.
Why?
If you want training in what you're not good at, then we can work on that as well.
Yeah. So why is it so hard for people to accept the fact that you realize the fault first?
I don't know, bro. That shit irritating. And I don't want to go in because I got so much say on that, and I don't want to go in,
bro.
No, because motherfuckers
this is what we here
tripping,
for,
bro.
Go ahead.
It's like, dude, if we supposed to be all working for the same team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we all out here, and we supposed to have the best interest for the team at heart. If I see something and I bring it to your attention, I'm not doing this for no reason just to be speaking. You feel me? I'm not doing it based off where I have no logic behind it or no experience behind it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So maybe you should at least look into it and not just throw it aside. You feel me?
Right.
Like, because we at the end of the day, we working for the same team.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yo, we on the same team. My eyes are fucking open, dog. Like, you think I'm not paying attention? If I see something that you don't see, because your eyes might be focused on something else. If I see something, all right, we on a boat, right? Mm-hmm. You the captain. I'm like, yo, man, I think one of our somethings over here ain't working right. I don't worry about that. Like, come on, you're not cooperating.
Yeah, right. You're
like,
not
why you being tough? Like, check it out at least.
Yeah.
Check it out, take a gander.
Because that makes me feel like, you know what, I'm going to just do it and just make sure it's fixed because I got to make sure I'm straight too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
I think sometimes when people are in charge, they feel like they don't have to cooperate as much as everybody else. But that's false. You do have to cooperate because at the end, there's an atmosphere that you need to be creating. You feel me? And so if you always one of them people who everything your people say fall on deaf ears, they gonna stop talking to you. Then the morale on whatever you got going on is gonna go to shit.
So in a relationship, who's in charge?
It don't necessarily have to be one person in charge, but there are people in charge of certain specifics.
But someone still has to be ultimately in charge.
Ultimately, no. I feel like it's like I said, categorize it.
Nah, man. Somebody got to be in charge of something.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel you, but like, don't think you in charge of this laundry because this not your field. You stay your ass over there. Don't tell me what the fuck I need to be using in my laundry because this my shit. So you're not in charge of that.
No.
So like he said, you in charge of certain shit.
Wait, I'm
not saying in charge of cooking because you can't cook.
Right. I'm not saying be in charge of everything. Because
what you mean, like when you say everything, what do you mean? Then you
breaking down the percentages, and then if that percentage put you over 50-something, then you the main one in charge.
I'm not saying that. So, like for a business,
that's the only way to break it down.
What do you mean by in charge in a relationship?
So, for example, a business, right? Okay. A CEO is in charge of the business, right? Mm-hmm. But he not in charge of the trash being thrown away.
Yeah, that's not his part.
That's not.
It's not. No.
So, in a relationship, someone has to be in charge, and then you have jobs that have to be in. You know, people have to be
like the big shit and the little shit.
Yeah. So ultimately, one person should be in charge.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to little jobs within that relationship, they're going to be appointed.
Nah, problem with that is the relationship you talking about is like significant other relationship, right?
Right.
That's only two people. So you can't do it like that with a job with a CEO.
Yeah, you can.
Because that's 30.
I'm just using
hundreds of other people working under. That's more people you can elaborate jobs to.
Well, make it smaller. Make it smaller. So it's a business. It's just you and one other person, but you're the owner of the business. You are in charge.
If me and you the owner of the business and we started at 50-50, neither one of us are in charge and we make the decision together. And if we don't agree, then we got to come up with something different.
Okay, I got you there. But
and that's the same. That's the same with relationship. I feel
that's
like.
not
that's why
the same.
You're only in charge of whatever we allocated to each other.
That's not how I view relationships. I view relationships a little different because
you get that.
Hold on.
That manly.
Let me finish. Let me say it before you answer.
I know what it is.
No, that's not true.
I know you and how you speak on a lot of shit. And it's a lot of times it's the manly thing.
People, let me actually say before he answers it for me. Right? So I look at it like, all right, so you said a business between me and you, right? But we both got we both half and half in it, 100% half and half. Like my 50 is my 50, 100% my 50, your 50 is. But when it comes to a man and a woman, we're not the same. We are not equal.
Why?
Because we're not. Because a woman is a woman and a man is a man. Damn. We're not equal. So just entering it in off top, we're not the same.
But there are some relationships where the woman is in charge. So.
Those are two. Let me finish. Those are two different job titles off top. You're the man. She's the woman. Those are two different job titles. They are not the same job title.
That don't make one of them more in charge than the other.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there are two different job titles.
Just like you said,
they are two different job titles. The woman could be in charge. But there's some relationships where a woman is in charge.
That's what I'm saying. A woman could be in charge.
So okay, so I'm going to ask this. What determines who's in charge, you think?
What determines who's in charge in a relationship? Yeah. Okay. What determines who's in charge is depending on the two people. So if the woman is more dominant, then she's probably in charge. If the man is more dominant, then he's probably in charge. Because the situations happen, yo. Situations happen. And you and your old lady are out and about, and some dude try to come fuck with y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Maybe he attacks her first.
Okay.
And what are you supposed to do? You supposed to stand there and let her do her thing?
No, no.
All right, so you and your old lady out and about, and a dude attacks you. Do you expect her to do something?
And he attacked me out the blue, say we just standing there.
I'm just saying.
Still on
there. She don't do nothing.
It depends on how clean that first steal was. Because if that first steal dazed me, she gonna have to come with something till I'm back right.
Hell no.
I honestly expect my woman to do nothing. I expect my woman to do nothing.
Unless she got a gun on.
That's not her.
Pop that nigga in the knees.
She's not in charge of that. She's in charge of nursing me back up, whether I lose or win.
So if a bitch run up on her, is you still cold clocking a bitch?
No.
See?
Okay.
I'm in charge of nursing her back up.
I don't feel. You can nurse each other back up, but the shit over.
But I'm saying though, like if a chick run up.
No, see, that's thinking chicks can't do shit. I'm not going with that. It's chicks that are whooping nigga ass that know martial arts and can fight better than they niggas. But you talking about, she don't have to necessarily be dominant just because she know how to fight better than them niggas.
Well, one thing we got to stop doing is stop bringing up examples that only exist as an anomaly. Those things don't happen all the time. The average woman does not know martial arts, bro.
Boxing, kickboxing, whatever.
Hold on. You want to pick out a certain type of woman who fits the scenario. We cannot
just an example.
I understand that. But in your example, it doesn't fit because that only fits in this certain scenario or example. You cannot be like, I get into it. Well, there's certain women out here that can kick ass. Hopefully I'm with her at that time.
But the thing is, it's a lot of them.
How it works.
But the thing is, it's a lot of them. It's not like some small number.
It's a lot of them, right? It's a lot of them. How many women have you been with in your lifetime that's kicking ass like that? Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I know
how many women that you've been involved with.
We gonna say that, man. We gonna say at least 4 or 5 of them I feel like banging with niggas that I done been with. But it's hella people that I done just talked to that I just done work with. I feel like banging with niggas.
No. We not saying banging with dudes. You said martial arts.
That's not the point. No, see, that's you fixating on one example.
That was your example.
That was part of the example. I said that can beat niggas up, and then I said, or no martial arts is what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, you trying to fixate on one thing.
Let's go to the next question.
Yeah,
right?
You lost that. Let's go.
No, you did.
Yes, you did, bro. Because you try to pull that man. This shit for men, this shit for women type shit. That's what you try to do.
I personally think it's whoever pay the fucking bills.
There you go.
Y'all splitting them bitches. Y'all both in charge. Y'all got to split the power. Goddamn it.
There you go.
But if I pay the motherfucking bills, I'm in charge.
What if your money paying the bills, but she the one that's getting everything paid on time?
The
What the fuck that mean?
That's
she
the same shit.
What are you talking
automatic
about?
drafts. The fuck that?
What are you talking about?
Remembering the days
ain't
do.
automatic drafts.
What are you talking?
She making sure everything is where it needs to be. What is she colder at controlling the finances? What is she colder at controlling the finances? But it's your money.
I don't give a fuck.
She's technically in charge.
No, she's not. She's just
she's running everything.
Let me get this straight.
You making it and she running the business.
Let me get this straight.
Who is that? The person underneath?
Let me get this straight.
Who is that person? The COO?
Yeah.
She that person.
Some motherfuckers got people like
she
that.
She good at the paperwork.
Ain't nobody about to run my money, but I'm just saying.
Let me get this straight. So if you make the money, she run the money. She's in charge.
She running up. She running the check up with your money, and she's paying all
nothing without you. I can learn the paperwork and do it my damn self.
That's not true. Because if she can do that, then she can do that with any other nigga. She don't have to have you.
Can that nigga make money?
So she's cold. She's taking. You just got a factory job, but she taking your shit and she running it up. You don't know how to do shit, but do the factory shit. But she running it up off her other shit.
Is that her money?
You keep bringing up anomalies, bro.
That is a
one-of-a-kind woman. You bringing up.
These is a lot of different examples, though.
No, yeah, you bringing up a lot of anomalies. That is not what woman have you been with that's capable of that? No, say it. Yeah, he want to laugh it off.
That nigga want to laugh
it off. That one a small number. To beat a bitch up, bitch, shit, big number.
That's not a big number,
this one a small number.
Because it's
always
always
that many of them.
It's always a nigga that can beat you up.
Look, man.
So that means if that's the case, a dude smaller than him can beat her up. And that's a fact. You bringing up anomalies, bro. You can't keep doing that because that's going to skew
the question
the
was,
point
what
of
was
view.
the real question?
The real question, ugly ass dude, was cooperation.
So how do you even get to this?
I don't know.
Shit?
But anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, right?
In the midst of it.
All right. So look. Listen to this question, right? Does a person who does not want to be married deserve loyalty in a monogamous relationship?
Hell no. You don't want to marry me? I'm out. I'm outside. I'm on a porch.
Not if you had the same mindset, but like if you don't want to be married neither, then it's fine. But if you do want to be married, then you shouldn't be.
If neither one of y'all want to be married, then I don't think you need to be. You know what I mean? Y'all can. You can be open.
Some people just don't want to be married. I mean, it be people that have been together 30 years and not married. It be people who separated for 30 years and had a boyfriend for 25.
Are they together?
Yo, if you've been together 30 years and not married, you're technically married.
You're married. You could file taxes together.
Come on, dog. You can't keep doing these
10 years is
anomalies. He keep bringing up these one-of-a-kind examples.
I know, right? Why you feeling so
man,
fucking up in
30 years. It's
today?
hard to be together 30 years
while
while married. But he gonna bring up 30 years, no marriage.
That's because they ain't taking their vows serious. That's their fault. They was some suckers from the get-go.
No, that's not the question. The question is, excuse me, does a person who does not want to be married deserve loyalty in a monogamous relationship? We talking about a relationship with two people, and this person, one of them wants to be married, but the one that doesn't want to be married, does that person deserve loyalty?
No, you shouldn't even be
if
with
you
them.
don't want to be married ever, like at all,
you can't say that you shouldn't be with them.
It's a no for me.
Okay, basically,
so no. I'm probably not
you should
gonna
be
be
talking
with
to
you,
other
and that's
people,
a fact.
basically.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be with you.
Why not?
It is no point of being in a relationship with anybody if your goal is marriage and that person says no, marriage is not on the table. You are wasting your fucking time. Don't think that you're gonna change your mind about something that means something like that's important to you. You feel me? If it's that important to you, you're not gonna be able to withstand that relationship.
Some people say they don't want kids and they change their mind about that.
See, I ain't got time for all that. Come back when you change your mind then.
I feel both of y'all.
But you might have did something that made them change their mind.
I agree with that too.
I'm not gonna play the maybe game with you, and I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I've been in this situation twice, in both instances, just about. I don't want to get married. Oh, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to remove myself. And like we was talking about, it's not an ultimatum.
Mm-mm.
It's not. I'm not giving you an ultimatum. I'm letting you know this is what I'm going to do. And you could be sad, you could be hurt, but hey, that's on you. You feel me? But as far as like that whole, I don't want kids, I could possibly change my mind one day. That's fine. I'm probably not going to be here for the change. But you go ahead and do your thing.
And that's very understandable.
Like I don't understand why somebody should even feel like they have to be with somebody who does not want the same thing as you.
I get it.
That's like you going against your own fucking shit. Like you're going against the grain at that point. You feel me?
You feel like they don't deserve your loyalty?
No, they don't deserve me being in a relationship with them at all. And it's not about them deserving it. It's about the fact that this is not what you want. Because I'm going to be looking for the progress to the ring, and we're never going to get there. I'm wasting my time.
I feel what you're saying, but I do feel what Mouth's saying more so because I feel like situations change. You know what I mean? Like they might see something like a friend of them or theirs get married, and they might feel like, you know,
the tingle might come.
Yo, I want that. You know what I mean? I want those vows. It might mature somewhere in the relationship. I'm ready for those duties. You know what I'm saying? So like, I get it, but until they hit that realization,
I'm out
here. Yo, you don't deserve no loyalty.
Like like we can be cool. I'm not saying we can't be cool. Like we can still like talk and stuff.
Motherfuckers done been together for a minute and they just never got married. Then they end up married.
I see if they never talked about it. I see if they never talked about it. If they never brought it up.
Nah,
you know
that's a little different. That's not how it works. It's not like you end up married to me anyway. Nah,
you not 10 years. Ain't it? What's the amount of years?
I'm talking about a motherfucker that look at you and say, I don't want to get married.
What it is with that, what you saying, Mouse, is more so like y'all haven't got to it yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that
but you
somebody
might not never get to it.
Exactly, but by common law, you are.
You might jump
so
into that.
It don't really matter then. You ain't got all right, you don't want to be married, fine. You can still get through it.
When I don't want to be married, vows, like, what do you even mean?
We talked about this last episode. Those vows are important.
Yeah.
Those words need to be said.
Yeah.
Those words need to be said. Just like we just talked about cooperation and having that understanding. Yeah. Those words give you that lock and key understanding.
Well, that's a cultural thing, though. They probably say something totally different in other cultures.
That's the fact.
They might, but it's still a vow.
Who won't even do nothing like that.
I mean, and I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I used to not even believe in I don't really even believe in paper marriages for real. If that makes, I don't believe in paper marriages. So like,
but the words,
but even still. If I put on a ring and I say we're married, then bitch, we fucking married. Like that means
no.
I'm gonna
say, I get what she's saying, because in other countries that it might be something real simple that you gotta do and that make you married.
Why not?
That's
niggas jump brooms and just call it.
That to me, you don't have to do the paper marriage. The ring is just a symbolic thing.
Yeah.
But those words
saying I'm married to you, meaning
I feel like if you ain't got the paper, those words are gonna stick in your memory.
It's still something about the vows being done.
Because I remember when me and you sat and looked each other eye to eye and said, blah. Take you, blah, blah.
Every time you have an argument, you like, man, I said this in the vows and I was looking at you and you was tearing up and I was tearing up. And I know we mad at each other right now, but we gonna get through it because we said them vows, right?
Facts.
Right?
And look,
and then she looking at you still with that, nigga, fuck you
nigga,
face.
fuck them in them,
but
fuck
she
you in
can't
them
say
vows.
nothing because she did it too.
Yeah, she said them too.
And y'all the only two people on earth who said them shits to each other.
At that same time, looking at each other in the eye. You didn't look around. You wasn't looking at niggas when y'all said that
Paper can get
shit.
ripped up.
You feel me? But that word is bond.
Come on, man.
And look, it's so spelly though. Like every time I think about it, it's spelly as fuck. Because then they hit you with the seal, the kiss. You don't even realize the kiss really is what do it. It's like pinky swearing on God. You ever pinky swear with a nigga? That shit means something,
you ever
nigga.
pinky swear
like a ritual
serious? You be like,
what? I swear, nigga,
feel the burn.
I just pinky swear to motherfucker today. I said you better touch my thumb. You better,
man, it's just
thumb matters.
It's a ritual.
That seals it. Exactly.
It's not a ritual.
And that's
It's not a ritual. It's
it
not
is
a
ritualistic
ritual.
as fuck.
It's
If you think about it, rituals. What
that's
are
what
they?
rituals are.
If you do a ritual, right? Sometimes like okay, that's why I said it's spelly.
You say
it's
some
not,
type of words and you seal it with something.
It's not a ritual.
I mean,
bro.
it's spelly. It's like spell worky. Because think about it. You're like everybody has like that same like little pillar that you like said like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who's getting married says that shit, and then the pastor all of a sudden he's like, "Now you may kiss the bride." After you said all this. I'm locked in for you for life. I promise to have hold till death do us part.
That's not a ritual, man. It's an oath. It's not a ritual.
And why is a ritual and an oath not the same thing?
Because a ritual is more.
Okay, so that's why I said it's more spelly.
Yeah,
it's
think
a spell.
about what
it's
words
not
y'all
ritualistic.
using, yo. And this shit's important, yo. Especially when we having this talk show like this.
It's a spell, not a ritual.
This is not a fucking ritual. This is an oath. They're different.
You know where I like to go.
They're different. This is not a ritual, yo. To have vows to somebody or to vow yourself to someone is not a ritual. Because you don't have to, you can vow yourself to a goal of yours. I vow to never smoke a cigarette again. That's not a fucking ritual. What is y'all talking about?
Hold on.
Come on, man. Let's, like, come on, man.
Because.
Hold on. Look, man.
So I agree.
Okay.
Oath and ritual are not the same thing.
Ooh.
They're not. But when we talk about marriage and the vows and a wedding and all of that, we are definitely talking about both.
No. We're
Yes.
talking.
Oath is the words.
No,
the ritual is the process.
It's the same.
No.
It's ceremony.
No,
it's
no, it is.
ceremonial.
No. Can I?
Go.
The oath is the word. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
The process is traditional.
Ritual.
And they also said
Same
customs.
thing. Yeah, it's the
so
same
they're
thing.
the same thing.
Look up traditional.
Tradition and
Look up
ritual.
traditional.
I guarantee you,
Like
customs,
we ritually,
customs and traditional.
listen,
look it up.
we ritually have a family reunion every 2 years. We traditionally have a family reunion it's the same. Yeah.
No. You traditionally have a family reunion. That's tradition. That's
Why
not,
is it not?
Custom, synonym, tradition. Killed.
Whatever, motherfucker.
Ceremony, yeah. Yes, it's a tradition. It is. Damn.
Well,
That's right. I just wanted to double back and make sure he went bullshit. Yeah, he right. It is. It is.
All right,
It is.
all right, well,
I'm
look, I could be
cooking
wrong.
today.
I do agree
you
with
not
you. They
cooking
not
it.
the
Cooking
same.
y'all, bruh.
You're not
All
cooking.
right, hold up.
But
No,
I was
it was a
right about
couple
it
of
not
times
being
you
the
was losing
same.
me.
I told you it wasn't the same.
You was
So
right
you
about
got
that.
body,
You was right
boy.
about that.
I said they related to each
No,
other,
you
bro.
did
They
not.
go together, bro.
I guess that's what we was missing because the oath is like the swearing and the
No,
the
it's not
words
because
and
you can get married without a wedding.
Yeah, I guess you can't.
So stop playing.
And then we're
Can you
gonna
though?
have. And then we're gonna
Can you
Yes.
have.
know?
Yes.
Because look, you just said
When
what
you
do
sign
they
that
do when
paper,
they
that
doing
paper
it?
got some
Fuck
kind
the
of
paper.
oath.
What do they do when they doing it?
When you get married at a
Wait,
courthouse,
do they look away from each other? What they do?
when you get
What
married,
they do? Ask the question.
what do you ask me?
What do they do when they say the vows?
They look at each other.
Right. Is that a ritual?
That's the
It's a performance of something, right?
no. That
It's
is
a
the
tradition.
oath. It's the oath. When the president is fucking swearing in, he looking at the motherfucker that's swearing them
Isn't
in.
that a ritual? That's the performance. That
No,
is not the
look,
oath.
look,
That's the ritual is the performance. That is the
That's
doing
right.
of it. It's the
That's what
doing
it
of
is.
it. It's
No.
the action.
The ritual is the doing
ritual
of
is
those
a
oath
action.
things.
No,
The
that's
oath
not true.
is you can only have an oath if you're taking an oath. Okay, so listen, the oath is not an action. You cannot
How
have
is
an
the oath
oath.
not an
You
action?
can't have an oath without taking one. Like, I'm sorry, like oaths are about like
So if you can't have an oath without taking one, taking being an action word,
Right.
how can you not? How is that not an action?
So what I'm saying is you can't have oath by itself as an action. Ritual,
Yes, you can.
a ritual.
I just told you
I
one.
can't tell you that.
I just told you one. I'm
Oath.
taking a vow that I'm not smoking cigarettes
right,
again.
you're taking.
That's an action.
You have to add it on, is what I'm saying. If I
If take a vow that I'm not smoking cigarettes again, how is that a ritual? That is not a ritual. That's an oath. You can go to a courthouse and get married, swear to each other in the house of the court.
And how is the
And that
action
shit
of
is
doing
that-
that
that's
not
an
a
oath.
We've
How
already
is that
established they're
not a
not the
ritual?
same.
Right.
An oath can happen without without a ritual, and a ritual can happen without an oath. You
Thank
can
you.
have a
Thank you.
ritual
How?
where you don't speak.
Right.
You can have rituals where you don't speak.
Right.
So listen to what I'm saying. How the hell
We
can you
bodying
have an oath without the ritual?
No,
Oh my God.
certain things
Yeah.
have oaths with rituals.
Certain
How
things
can you have an oath without the ritual?
No.
He just told you
Certain-
how.
certain
If I make
rit-
an oath to not smoke cigarettes, which is the same thing as making a vow or a promise to myself
Right.
or whatever, there's not a ritual behind it.
No.
Now
Okay.
there are
Okay. I'll take
things
my
you
little
have to
body back.
follow. I take that back
Right.
because it did say practice.
Mm-hmm.
So there are things you have to practice, which is not smoking.
No. If you say you're not gonna do
Oh,
it, that's
no.
like cold turkey. Like
Oh,
I'm
no.
done.
We don't let the people
and that's
decide
it.
on
You're
this one.
practicing.
You don't have to practice
It's a
not
practice.
smoking. You just have to not
when you're
do it.
Muslim,
Shit.
you're practicing Islam.
Like,
so
I'm
you're
hungry as
practicing-
hell right now,
So
y'all.
when you're on a vegan diet, you're practicing that diet.
I'm literally
That's
like,
That's
when you
not-
practice something,
Constant.
you're doing it over and over again.
Yeah.
That's how you get better at something. That's why they
Well,
say practice is perfect.
Right.
Because you're doing it over and over again.
But when you stop smoking, meaning you stop, that's
It's
not
no
The
practicing.
longer-
initial stop.
You don't have to
is-
practice stopping. Do you have to practice every time you stop at a stoplight? Do you have to practice every time you stop at a stop sign?
The ritual is doing it the ritual
But
is
do you have to-
do
you
this
didn't
every
answer my
time
question.
for this oath that you're
You
talking
didn't
about.
answer my question.
oh no,
The
this
ritual
is sticky.
it's a ritual when it's
gonna
done
have to let
every
this
time
ride.
for the
Yeah, we
oath
gotta
that
go.
you made.
Did you ain't answer my question though.
What was the question?
Do you have to stop you have to practice every time you stop at a stoplight?
You're practicing stopping
You
at a
still didn't
stop
answer
sign.
my question.
I don't mean practicing at getting better. I mean you're practicing that performance. You're doing that
But
performance.
do you practice stopping?
Practice is doing it.
Do you practice
Look up,
stopping?
look up
Yeah, like
definition of
somebody,
practice.
Do
yeah, like
you-
Look up
somebody
the definition of
practicing
practice.
law,
All right,
or
we're gonna
somebody
move on.
Because
practicing.
you don't want to go
medicine.
that
We're
right.
gonna
It's
move
a
on.
constant doing of it.
Because we can
That's
do
why
that.
I-
Like
But
if you
that's
go
what
to a doctor,
practice
he say, "Oh, I
is.
practice medicine," right?
We're gonna
Right?
keep
That's what you
going
would say, right?
on with
He does.
this over and
Yeah,
over.
got
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you
Go ahead.
didn't.
Let's
No,
go back.
like, you don't have
Go
to.
ahead. I
Look,
got you.
I
That's
ain't
why
gonna lie,
you
I
don't
Hold
accept
want
on.
my
the
little
Everybody
definition.
stop right now.
Look up
Do
the
you
definition.
practice doing that? No. All right, so look, we're gonna move on.
That's
Hell
not
yeah, I
the
do, because I
same.
almost
All
said
right,
something,
look,
nigga.
we're gonna move on.
Everybody stop right now. I stopped.
All right.
What you talking about?
You don't have
I
to practice.
practiced that.
No,
I
you
did
don't.
I
that.
did. I almost said, "Nigga, who the
You do
fuck?"
not have to. All right. In a relationship,
I learned that.
Hold on. In a relationship, who should lead and who should follow?
I
It's
told
kinda
you
go
the
about the
motherfucker
other
that
one.
pay them bills.
The
Sometimes.
leader pays the bills.
Yeah, the leader pays the bills, and that person, I'm not saying like follow, but follow a little bit. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Like
Do
I
y'all
s-
really feel like in a relationship there's no followers?
No.
It's just always
the power might shift.
Because even leaders have to know how to follow. So, like I said, like she was saying, power shift is I'm leading in certain areas, and I might have a 56% lead over you, but you still a leader
But
here.
does-
You're
does-
not just a follower here.
does know-how mean doing?
Hell
There's
no.
know how me and doing.
Because I
Yeah,
know how to
there's
wash
no-
fucking dishes, but I'm not gonna do it properly.
Yeah, does
Right.
know-how mean doing?
No.
No,
So who is the leader and who's the follower?
That's why
It
I said
depends
to
on
myself.
Just
what
because
that
I
role
know
is.
how to follow doesn't mean that I'm following.
I'm saying in
Who
certain
pays
aspects
those
you're the
bills?
leader and I'm following. Then other aspects I'm the leader and you're following. It's just it don't have to be, hey, you the main leader. Like it don't
I
have
pay
to
them
be
bills.
like
But
that.
bro, would you say in your current relationship you're more so the leader?
No, I don't feel like that. That's what I'm saying. Because in
Hear
other aspects,
the question. Hear the question.
I
Hear
heard
hear
the
it
question.
thoroughly. Would you say in your current relationship you are more so the leader? Would you
Like
say
I
that?
said, I might have a higher percentage than
Answer
her,
the question.
but I don't feel like I'm the main leader, and I'm not going to look at her like that. I'm the
But
main
just
leader.
because you don't feel like it and you got a higher percentage, numbers don't lie. If you have a higher
Right.
percentage, you're the leader.
You can call it that.
That's what
but-
it is.
but
You want
at
to
at
change the
same
numbers?
time, okay,
You made the numbers
okay,
up.
You can have it. Okay,
You made the numbers up, and then
Look,
now
'cause
you
you
want to
can have
convince me that the numbers that you made up aren't accurate.
but sometimes like it could be some shit where it's like a motherfucker's supposed to be the leader, but they really not the leader.
Like
and it's
what?
everybody else that's really leading the shit, or there's no leadership.
No, give me an example of this, and please don't make
Work.
it an anomaly.
But I don't want to do that.
Give me an example of that.
I'm talking about shit like about the job, so I don't really want to do that.
Well, do it, bro. We talking, bro. Damn.
All right. Say you got a leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they ain't there like that. So then the whole team is really on their own.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? There's not a certain leader for real, or he's a leader on certain aspects, but on the ground there is no lead. And if somebody don't take leads in certain parts that they're better than others, then you feel me, shit gonna fall behind. So you gotta have, like I said, it's more so about having a leader for certain parts, not somebody always being.
This is why I said that. Leader. This is why I asked, if knowing how mean doing.
No, because I know how to do certain things, but I'm not good at doing those things, so I shouldn't be the leader for it.
Let me finish, yo. Because when you a leader, a true leader is not doing groundwork shit. A true leader is making sure that the people who are doing groundwork shit are doing their job.
Correct.
So if my absence occurs, the job should still be done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not doing anything on the groundwork. Now, if I'm doing a certain job that correlates with the groundwork, then I'm not a leader.
But we're both, okay, in certain
You feel what I'm saying?
Like I said, but like in a relationship, we both doing groundwork though. Like, it's not like I'm not.
Well, then you're not talking about a lead. You're not talking about a leader. We talking about where it's like, just like you said earlier, right? We talking about relations.
Hold on. If you the one paying the bills, but
come on, man. Hold on, let me finish, man. So we talking about relationships in all actuality, right? And so you brought up earlier the fact that, you know, if the dude is making this money and the chick is paying these bills and he's the leader. If he falls sick, but the money's still coming in, she can still do her job. He can still lead. He might be absent, but the job can still be done.
Yeah. But
so
he no longer brings money in.
Right.
Man.
But I'm just saying, like, he gets sick and he still get paid is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is also is that in the absence of him, the job can still be done. So with your own example, because I'm bringing this, hold on, I'm not done. I'm bringing this from your own example. In this example, he's the leader.
No, he's not. She's the leader.
You got to get on the mic, bro.
She can do the job with or without him at that point.
She can't do the job without his income.
If she ran it up, then she no longer needs his income. And now the new income that she created is what's carrying them.
Lisha, what you got for me?
Man, look, I told you what I say. Like I said, if you the breadwinner, you leading. I'm sorry, if you the breadwinner, you taking care of the bills, meaning all the necessities, meaning the groceries, the damn lights, the water, the gas, or whatever y'all got or whatever, and the mortgage or whatever. Then yeah, man, you're not in charge, baby doll.
You know how many people making the money and then they be like, my woman run the house,
and that's perfectly fine. That's exactly
she
the only
runs
thing
she in charge, or she in charge. Ask her, she in charge. You ain't never heard niggas say that.
She runs the house, but if he has a say so, she gonna fall in line. I guarantee it.
Yeah, like for instance, right? Like, yeah, she run the house, right? But like, if she be like, well, babe, I was thinking we should just knock out the back deck, add a swimming pool, and da-da-da. Yeah. Motherfucker gonna be like, hold up, man.
Yeah.
Baby, I love you, but you don't even pay no bills.
Facts.
Where the fuck do you think we're getting that kind of money from?
Yeah.
And if she bitching, if she moans, she not being cooperative because she know damn well she ain't got the money for that.
This is why I love Lisha.
I mean, she might if she getting it like that, then we gonna talk about it, but you just not finna go knocking out walls without my permission.
This is why I love Lisha.
Listen.
She knows.
But if you never know, she might know what she's doing.
You're gonna come and you're gonna
might have to trust your significant other. But if you know she don't know what the fuck she's talking about, then of course you wouldn't let her.
It ain't about knowing what you're talking about. That's not the case.
Money on a new private.
Sometimes you gotta trust them to make a good decision too. at the end of the day.
No, I trust her to talk to me first.
Yeah, but she gonna talk to me about the motherfucking decision. She not gonna just make the decision.
Fucking knocking out walls in my house.
I guarantee
I don't do the joint account shit. So like, if it was my money getting spent, she would have to come to me because of that. Not because it's in my shit. Because it's in my possession.
Wow.
But if I know she know how to do this, I'm like, all right, what you need to get it done, and I send it to you and run it up. That's different though.
This Mr. He
I'm
been
sorry,
bodying us the whole time.
House, but baby, I ain't tell you to go knocking on.
But once she already got that money, she's in control of all that money.
I don't give a damn. She not in control.
Because I've already given it to her to make it happen.
You said earlier you giving her all the money to pay the bills, and she running it up.
I said there are some people who do that. Said.
We'll run it back.
I said.
No. We'll run it back.
And I also said I'm not giving.
Don't worry about it.
We can run it back.
Don't worry about it.
We can run it back.
Cut it in too.
That's right. You gonna hear later because I also said I'm not giving my money to anybody. I said that.
I'm dead.
He never said that.
Yes,
anyway,
you gonna see it later.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Last one, right? Last one. So there was this comment. This is what I was trying to talk about earlier about those words, certain words, right? There was a comment on a video, and I saw it and I was like, damn. So comment was, proceed with extreme caution when you hear trauma, abuse, cheating, toxic. We grew apart. I was young and dumb. There's always more to the story than they're telling. And I said that because earlier we was talking about certain words or whatever, blah, 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 like these key words and shit. And the main one is toxic, right? When we was talking about something earlier where I was like, shit gets said over and over time and it becomes law. Remember I was saying that? So like this is one of those things. Like now all of a sudden like when I was younger, you didn't hear the word toxic.
Talking about toxic now.
Yeah. So now
they run words up and now they just regular words now. You hearing it all the time. Yeah.
All the time. And it become law. And it's like, what are you talking? Like, so if I hear a girl say, this is toxic, I know to get it. Run away from this. If your woman is saying these kind of words, or a girl you want to fuck with is saying these kind of words, and I say them again, excuse me, the words are trauma. Trauma is huge. That's just as bad as toxic, because a lot of people try to use trauma to their advantage. They'll say shit like, oh, women go through certain traumas. Well, you can talk about women trauma, but what about you? You know what I mean? You try to place yourself in those positions, and that's why shit like Lifetime is not good, because you know what I mean? Lifetime will fucking you up. Anyway, trauma, abuse, cheating, toxic, we grew apart, I was young and dumb. Those phrases are used so often, so frequent, that it's like, yo, what the fuck person am I dealing with?
Those are all like phase words from like from a certain time. You feel me? They popular right now. You feel
right.
Me? That's how that shit is. And it's like they probably had different words for the same stuff back in the day, but it's
I
the same
don't know.
shit.
I don't think so.
They probably didn't say cheat. They probably said some other shit. But
they might have said cheating. I will throw that one out there. They probably said cheating.
Rolling Stone. That's what
type shit. They said something about cheating
like
and shit.
1,000 years ago. Like
not 1,000.
Okay, what was English man?
Always.
I'm trying to think.
He always uses
I'm just trying to go back. I'm just
extreme.
saying it's always what I'm saying.
1,000 years ago, they weren't speaking English like this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
I don't think so.
People have these like.
I take that back. You're right,
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's 2021.
It's based off time frame. You feel me? Like the
but
words.
At the same time, use. Like I'm sure that either way. Look, man. When it comes to a girl saying that, like for example, oh, my last relationship was toxic. What the fuck do you mean? Especially when women in 80% of relationships. Who was toxic?
Everybody.
Probably them.
Everybody.
What was toxic about it? He was abusive. Okay. How was he abusive? Yeah. Well, I was messing with him when I was young and dumb. Whoa.
They just ain't got no vocab.
Now you're not taking any accountability.
Yeah.
Is what that means.
I'm over here like shit, both of them. Shit.
Right. You're not taking any accountability. You blaming everything on the dude. Toxic. And I could tell you, dudes will do that shit too.
Straight up. That bitch is crazy.
But exactly. Dudes will do that shit too, but that shit is a play. Dudes will use that shit as a play. Like, I'm gonna tell
bitches
girl
really
about
be living in that shit.
Yeah.
Bitches living all through their relationships with, it was toxic. It was abusive.
And to this day, I suffer so much trauma.
Man.
Come on.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. In some instances,
yes, here we go. I'm about to body you.
Up.
So
in some instances, people be fucked up.
So you dealt with so much trauma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many therapists have you seen?
Well, me.
We don't need to talk.
Look, I mean, some people
we don't need to talk.
Though.
I really
don't act like some people don't go to therapy.
Wait, me.
I'm just saying.
I go to therapy.
If you talking about all this trauma and all this, and you ain't seen no therapist,
let's get that out there.
But
yes.
you know,
if you got trauma, you better be seeing a therapist because you're not gonna get over it,
trauma,
and you're gonna keep being toxic with the quotation marks to everybody else.
Yeah, and like most times too, like my motto now, and I guess it's like from like healing or whatever, it's like most times, like if somebody says something about you, it's a projection of how they feel about themselves.
Facts.
So like for instance, like if someone like you toxic, 9 times out of 10, they're toxic as fuck.
Yeah,
okay, they like brought you to your toxicity.
Because I believe in therapists.
Yeah.
Even though I've never seen one, but I do believe in them though. Yeah. And I've thought about going to see one for myself just to make sure my mental health is straight. You know what I mean? But I do also believe that there's a such thing as self-healing.
For sure. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe in that. You know what I mean? Because like you just said, 1,000 years ago, motherfuckers had to self-heal.
Not really.
No, really.
I mean, there was still somebody.
In 1920.
There was some forms of
in 1920,
they just called them something different.
In 1921, how many people do you think see therapists as opposed to today?
I mean,
I don't know what prices for therapy was.
I'm going to say this. I don't think it was like that. It was like
they
the point is you just need to talk to somebody.
Well, you had that elder that they went to. You know what I'm saying?
You got to also understand that the mental health issues, the mental health diagnoses, you know what I mean? The diseases and shit, they didn't know about them then. So we can clearly say that wasn't as prevalent as today.
Like
we
you
know
probably
that.
Wouldn't get the medicines and whatnot. But
right. There was,
at the end of the day,
that's
like, you still need to be talking about it to someone.
That's different. You talking about, y'all talking about psychiatry. Okay?
Yeah.
No, those are people who write pills for people who really like got chemical imbalances.
But
mental health, those are people who, look, when I hear it, I don't think of like schizophrenia and stuff like that. Those are people who have neurological disposition, and chemical imbalances. They have to go to a psychiatric doctor. But then there's a psychologist who works with like trauma and stuff like that. Like they don't even write prescriptions. They're not even like, I don't even think they can write
for one, me personally, y'all should know this because y'all know me. I call y'all. Y'all both can attest to a time where I called y'all and I expressed how I felt about something.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily feel like I need a psychiatrist because I got good friends and good people around me.
But
you feel me? Everybody might not have that.
And everybody's not comfortable.
And then maybe they don't really, they're not comfortable about talking to their friends like that.
About, like,
but I could talk to y'all.
I wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, guys, I'm going to tell you that shit been bothering me for 20 years. Like I wouldn't like just say that out loud. Because I take that shit to the couch.
I could talk to y'all.
I'm less likely to talk to the therapist than I am somebody.
That's crazy.
I'm cool.
I don't feel that way. Cool. I feel like I could talk to people who I'm around because they know me and they understand me more so than the psychiatrist.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm less likely to talk to the psychiatrist.
Oh, you said less likely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Because my friends and people who I'm around gonna know me a little bit more. And I'm not saying people shouldn't talk to psychiatrists, but I would rather talk to somebody who understands me in totality, not someone who doesn't know me and who's going to base my thoughts or my speech off of a book.
And then I gotta catch him up on me. Like,
not even that,
so
but
this what happened to me when I was 12.
Right.
But
so look,
another nigga already know. You feel me? Your homeboy might already know. Like,
so what I'm saying is, and then even if I already know, and you telling me something that happened to you at 12, I'm not gonna base it off of a book. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna base it off of study that several other 12-year-olds went through, because that's not how to me, that's not how it's supposed to work. Like, your situation gonna be different. Even if you went through something similar as another 12-year-old, it's still different.
Yeah, for sure.
You can have, you and another person could lose a family member the exact same way at the exact same time, and y'all gonna have two different outcomes.
And
that's just what it is.
I must say this. For the people out there that do need to go see a therapist, make sure that you are fully like comfortable with the conversation flow with your therapist.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, I understand where y'all coming from or whatever, but like, me and my therapist, like, we have built a relationship to where it's like, it don't have to feel like you're in therapy. Like, I don't always feel like I'm in therapy. Sometimes I just feel like I'm just
well,
talking.
you didn't, obviously you had enough sessions.
I got a good like therapist who's like my mental health like counselor. She's like amazing. Like, she's gonna make sure, you feel me, like that she's not going and saying, oh well, yeah, let's. Only thing I must admit, like, they do have different things that like they do like recommend. So like, she might say like, hey, you know, you wanna try this out, and it's like, it's not really, because like you saying, like, it's never the same thing. So like, she made it to where like, she was like, we're gonna focus on this because this is what I feel is hindering you after like listening to you over this amount of time. I feel like maybe we should do this. And it's like, it don't have to be based on a book. It's basically you guys working together to heal you. If you feel like you know, that trauma is still fucking with your head, you know what I'm saying? You probably should like go hand in hand, because sometimes people are not okay with like going to their friends. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I love my friends and I love when they like come to me and they like, I feel like this way, but it's like, I'm also like, hey, like, you can go to a therapist, like, it's okay.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You don't have to feel bad about it, because I honestly, like, I be sitting up there like, I'm trying to motivate you, but the whole time I go to therapy every week. Like, who the hell am I to push you through when I'm talking to the lady on the couch?
But everybody should be talking to a therapist, really, or some. It ain't gotta be a therapist, but you need to be talking to somebody. But how much is them sessions? I want to know.
How much do the sessions run? Yeah. So it's about $40 an hour.
See, that
but
shit
you only
crazy.
go for an hour. Like, who needs longer than an hour?
But look,
every week.
You don't think that you can have that same conversation with a friend and get a similar outcome?
They may not know how to fix some certain things.
So
it depends. It depends.
Or a positive way, or a good
and
way.
And it depends on what your issue is that you're going to your friend / therapist about. Because if I go to my partner, and my partner knows this, I hit him with the tell me if I'm bogus.
You do. Tell me if I'm tripping. You say that shit. Or you be like, tell me if I'm tripping or not.
It be 50-50 with them too. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
So,
nigga be sometimes bogus.
But when I do the tell me if I'm bogus shit, I'm like,
I know I'm
really,
bogus.
really hear me out and really tell me if I'm bogus. Cause like, I know I'm thinking this way.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you an elaborate speech on me saying, yo, I might be bogus, but this is me. And then I need you to, you know, come up with if I'm bogus or not. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's cool for the friends and shit. So therefore, like, when it comes to a therapist, I don't feel like I can come to a therapist like that. Like, yo, therapist, tell me if I'm bogus.
It's funny though, because I do.
Now that shit'd be more so
like, tell me if I'm losing my mind or not. But am I wrong? That's my lie. I'm like, am I wrong to want to do the X, Y, and Z? And then like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes like, she start asking me thought-provoking questions like, I mean, do you think that like it might end you up in like a shitty situation? And you're just
this is why I want to talk to a therapist, because I want to talk to someone who is educated on the thought. Yeah. You know what I mean? The thought process.
Yeah.
That's why I want to talk to a therapist. And that's why I feel like, you know, I'm going to get this from them that I can't get from my friends.
Right. That's the reason
it taught me conflict resolution.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Like if you have like a rough time like communicating and shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why therapy helped me with this, but it did. It was like, cause like she always tell me like, find your middle ground. She was like, it's always either up here with you or down here.
But that's what I don't want.
Real,
that's
like,
what
she
I don't want.
Real, you feel me?
That's what I don't want. I don't want nobody to give me any vague statements. To me, that's a vague statement. Find your middle ground. No. I ain't come to you for that. Because I could figure out my middle ground on my own.
No, you are supposed to figure out. But what if you didn't even realize that you were going to a high or a low?
I'm saying.
Because me, I'm a giver-upper. Especially when it comes like the people. Like if you like do something to me and I feel like I have no win in it, I'll just give up. Like I'll just walk away. And she don't like that I have those kind of lows.
But I recognize that about myself. That's why on the last episode, I told y'all straight up, I'm a starter.
Right,
when we ask about starters and finishers,
but I'm saying,
I know I'm a starter. So I'm saying I could, and everyone is not like this, and I realize that. So with that being said, people out there, go seek therapy. Everybody needs to do it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. Me personally, when it comes to certain things, I don't need a therapist for. I don't need a therapist to tell me find my middle ground, because I understand that. I understand that about myself. I understand when I be high and hype and da. And I can understand when I'm low and I'm chilling.
But the therapist is so I need.
Why not operate out of the middle point and literally be like at a point where like your extreme and your low comes together and you make better decisions from it?
If that's the case, I'm gonna need a 24-hour therapist. Make sure I'm around.
I'm just saying, a therapist help you handle setbacks better. Say that's been an issue for you, and they might help you come up with something to practice, meaning to do, that will help you deal with those setbacks better on a consistent basis.
Okay, I can understand that. Touche. Well, we're gonna go ahead and go to a break. We'll be right back with more Up for Debate.
Everybody claiming that they true to the game, but the game ain't the same. Everybody in your clique ain't gon' bang. A lot of niggas snitching and the other half lanes, and a lot of y'all scared when the poles don't rain. Grandbaby gangs of the rain with the shits, bringing pain to your clique. Born raised in the sticks, concrete in the brick. It's money over bitches, money making murder, and everybody high when them G's on the hit. Nubian queen lit, we gon' keep it lit with the kings team. I hate a gun, make it to the casket. I promise us all gas, no brakes, splash shit like 303 youngers with the Mavericks. Ballin' like Spartan, I'm a triple double. I'ma sauce it up and then hit it with the butter. I'ma sip it slide like Rick Ross from the Bakers, and I'ma show you how to be a boss to them haters. Slide through the city with them back. Jumping out of this cold sweat, I gotta give myself a head and toe check. Extreme visions of eternal beings, good and bad internal vortex. I be seeing and intermingling with earth, heaven, and hell, rebuking devils and demons. In God I trust where I dwell. I couldn't make this sound vicious, but I'm on another mission doing this one for my Lord. I gotta show him homage, pay attention. Father God know he listening. My angels in attendance, glistening beyond the river. I'm trying to be a saint to the finish, but it's hard in these fishes. My confessions and repentance, I've been scored in these trenches. Lord have mercy for my enemies. I try to get the best of me, but every time I turn around, the devil out here testing me.
All right, and we're back with the trending news segment of the show. What the fuck happened, bro? What was that?
The cup pop. He pulled that bitch. Why you squeeze the cup like that? Why you hard fisting that bitch? And now we want to go back to form.
I was like, what the fuck?
It done popped all over my man's glasses. He mad. I know
my boy
he
can't see. He already can't see, but now he can't see. All right, before we go into the trending news segment of the show, right? Before we hit that, I want to ask a question to you glasses wearing motherfuckers.
Damn.
When you are asleep and you're dreaming, do you wear glasses in your dreams?
Motherfucker, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I don't be really.
How the fuck
Cause I don't be knowing if I pay attention to that.
I feel like most of the time I'm not seeing me in my dreams.
I'm not seeing me.
I'm seeing like
I ain't never
everything
looked in the
else.
mirror in my dreams.
How do you not see that you're wearing glasses in your dreams, yo?
No, look, I really can't tell you because I haven't focused on the fact that like if I was looking through I'm trying to think about a dream where I seen my glasses in my peripheral because you can't go without seeing them. They're right here. But I don't think I'll be paying attention that much in the dream. Like you're not paying attention if you got your glasses on or not.
Funny enough, people out there, I'm really surrounded. Like
you good seeing motherfucker. I poked
Was
you in
this
the
a
eye.
real
I can't even say
question,
nothing.
or did you just come up with this just now?
No, I'm coming up with this shit.
I poked
Listen,
you right in
man.
the fucking eye.
I've been thinking
in
about
your
this shit, but anyway, I'm when I looked around, like one day I looked around, I was like, damn, I'm surrounded by all people who wear glasses, yo. Everybody around me wear glasses, yo. Everybody. Old, young, ugly, kind of cute.
This nigga.
Every babies with glasses on, okay?
Yo, y'all all wear glasses, yo. I'm like, man, do y'all dream about y'all glasses, yo?
Hell
Do y'all
nah.
dream?
I mean,
Yeah,
we
nigga,
don't
what
sleep
you
with
think
our
we can't
glasses
see,
on,
nigga,
so
in
I
our
don't-
dreams? That's the
So
issue.
you ain't
I
never
can
had
see
a dream. You ain't never had a dream where you was in your
looking for my glasses or something.
Hold on, let me say it. You ain't never had a dream when you was wearing your glasses, you was running, fell, and then your glasses dropped.
Nah, I ain't never had no dreams dealing with glasses, so
Yeah,
I can't
never,
recall.
not one time.
Like if I did have glasses on the dream, I can't recall that part because that's not what stood out to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, when you dreams,
Nigga,
a lot
did
of
you have
times
glasses on in your dreams? The fuck?
Why would I wear glasses in my
Nigga, sunglasses.
dreams?
Most dreams you not remembering a lot of details.
Sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly. That's how
So,
we
like,
feel about the
in
glasses.
your dreams,
Jackson.
do your dress got the blonde tip, or do you remember you from?
Right.
5
nigga,
years
like,
ago.
The fuck do you
Like-
got them ankles or the ankles in 2010?
When I'm
The
in my dreams, all
I
right,
got
hold
my
on.
new
When I'm
ankles
in my
on.
dreams, do I have my dreads?
Exactly.
Damn. Do
Damn.
I? Hold on, let me think. Do I?
Sometimes
I gotta
I'm a
think about my
teenager in a
last
dream.
Yeah, sometimes I don't be knowing if I'm even me in my dream. Like, who the fuck am I here?
I had a. I
like, this
dream.
ain't my hair?
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I dream every single night,
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
and that's an anomaly. A word for this show.
Right, what y'all
Episode
anomaly using that? He
16.
must have just learned that word.
Nah,
Don't lie.
it's
They
not.
tell you, ooh, my
But I've
bad,
been
show.
using it a lot because I've been noticing that, people like to do that shit a lot. Like they like to apply anomalies
Yeah.
to every situation. And I'm like, yo, bro, that shit don't happen every day. So with that being said, I dream every fucking night.
Yeah.
I dream every fucking night.
Mhm.
And I know y'all don't dream every night.
I dream every
I
night.
do.
I have multiple dreams. per
I
night.
dream a
You
lot.
dream every
actually.
night?
Like
Yeah,
if
I
I hit
dream a
the
lot.
snooze and I hit that bitch 3 times, I dream
I'm a dream every
time.
single time.
Right, I'm with you.
No cap. Yeah, I
Right,
dream
I'm with you.
If
We-
I don't dream, it's probably because I just don't remember. Because I'm 89% sure I had a dream that night.
This is the thing about us, right? We ain't got nothing to do with with astrology.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Cause you born in this month, May.
Mhm.
You born in what?
December.
No, December. I'm born in September.
Yeah. Don't got
So
nothing to do with none of that.
astrology ain't got nothing to do with it.
Mm-mm.
So what the fuck is it?
I think it's about brain processing and gifts, to be honest.
Gifts. I'm with you on the gifts.
Yeah, because sometimes we don't pay enough attention to our dreams. Because we
Mhm.
do have a higher self that works
Because
for our
you know
highest
what?
good.
When you hear a TV cut on, can you hear a TV cut on?
In my
I mean,
dream,
yeah,
No.
yeah. Like
I mean,
physically
I mean,
hear it
I'm
go.
like,
while I'm
dream.
asleep. That's
Hear-
what you
hear that
asking?
light.
A lot.
yeah.
When you
You talking about that
I'm
light.
about to say
yeah.
when you alive.
Like-
When you awoke. When you awoke, do
When
you
you
hear
awoke.
TV cut on?
Yeah, something.
That's a power.
It is a power because that's a low frequency. That's a very low freak. Most people can't hear that.
They
that
can't
kind of
hear that
frequency.
little tinkies. It's
Yeah.
like I can't explain the noise, but like
Sometimes I can even hear power lines. Like I low key probably hear them right now, and that's why I just brought them up. Cause like can y'all not hear them? You ain't never heard the power going
all
through
right,
the
we're
power
gonna go
line?
to the next
Nigga
segment
said
of
my
the
ears
show.
ain't that good. At least you on some bullshit.
This girl got powers.
Y'all don't
All right,
be
so we're
hearing
gonna
it.
go to the next segment of the
crazy.
show, the trending news segment of the show. On this first one, man, this shit is near and dear to my heart because it's dealing with somebody who I ain't gonna say I looked up to, but at the same time,
Mariam.
like I kind of did look up to, right? So the headline says, missing student 19 apparently jumped to her death from Niagara Falls after texting boyfriend, quote, I think I'm going to kill myself, unquote, when he ignored her 66 phone calls after they split. Now, I'm not even going to read into this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
The reason why I'm bringing this shit up is because it's near and dear to me, because the person who is affected by this is a rapper who I used to hold dear, 40 Cal, who was part of Dipset. 40 Cal was a big deal when I was coming up.
Yeah, and where you
40
from?
Cal's daughter. So let me explain it to y'all, my co-host, right? So I was following this one dude on Instagram. I don't follow him no more because he don't even tell jokes. But he tell a lot of jokes. He from New York, right? He put the shit on his page like, hey, 40 Cal daughter missing, I was like, what? So I went to 40 Cal shit. Lo and behold, 40 Cal like, yeah, my daughter missing, Y'all check it out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. A couple days later or some shit, right? I see more missing shit. I'm like, damn, she's still missing. Couple days later, I see this shit on a news article. She killed herself. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I did see that she was missing. I didn't know she killed herself.
That's what they saying. We don't know if that's true or not because they can't find the body because
they still ain't found the body.
Obviously, it's in Niagara Falls, bro. I don't know if you know anything about Niagara Falls, but that motherfucker is a beast. You know what I mean? People die on that shit all the time.
Yeah, the current is pretty heavy. Yeah, like it ain't no.
Right. So like 40 Cal daughter like might have killed herself over some dude. Like how that make y'all feel? How that make you feel, Mouse? Because we talk about 40 all the time on the battleship.
That's sad, bro, to kill yourself over some dude, bro. Like, at that young, bro, like, relationships don't last a lot of times at that age. Like,
19.
And I feel like, I don't want to come at parenting, but sometimes you got to teach kids certain things for them to be able to get through them type of life situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and so, I mean, I don't know what her mental health was like. She could have not been ready for them type of relationships, or you know what I mean. But I don't know how long she was depressed before that happened. Like, you feel me? Or I mean, if it was just it hit that hard and she just fell into a state. You feel me? Like, and all in one day. Like, it's hard. It's sad, man. That shit fucked up, man.
Man, I'm just fucked up about it because 40, my nigga, man. Like, I ain't gonna say I was like a huge fan of 40 like that, because I wasn't. But that he had a couple lines where I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was like, that ain't nice.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then when he came back to the battles, I was like, damn, he really like fit in.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking with him, bro, and I really hate that this happened to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty.
So we're gonna move on to the next article. Check this one out. This is wild. So the headline says, gang members unleash 1,000 plus roaches in restaurant over unpaid debt. Just hearing that, where y'all at with it?
Wait, hold on. Who unpaid debt?
Right, anything unpaid debt?
Y'all heard me. Y'all heard the headline.
So they didn't pay.
You want me to say it again?
And where did they get that many roaches
So they was like, oh, we owe y'all this? All right, well, here go these roaches.
What the fuck? Did they order those? Like, where do you get that many roaches in a bucket?
I guess you can have
That's some hood rat shit. They living in the PJs.
I guess like an ant farm, you can have like a thing of roaches.
That's some dirt ass shit.
Video footage shows two men entering G House, Taipei in Taiwan, and throwing over 1,000 roaches and running out. At the time of the roach attack, that's crazy.
Thanks for the food. Ain't nobody in here again looking at.
Because you know niggas.
That's crazy, bro. Have you ever heard roach attack?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell
in the
no.
hood. Fuck yes. I know what a
Nah,
roach
you ain't
attack
heard
is.
roach
I ain't
attack.
never heard no roach attack.
You ain't never heard roach
Not
attack.
like
Man.
this.
When them motherfuckers scattering and running towards you and y'all both trying to run from each other. The fuck? That's a roach attack.
At the time, she's stupid. At the time of the roach attack, the restaurant was hosting around 700 people for a meeting of police officers, including Taipei Police Commissioner Chin Ja Chang. Local authorities investigating the incident, which has closed down the restaurant while it's being cleaned, believed it was carried out by a criminal organization known as Bamboo Union.
Bamboo Union.
China.
That's the name of that criminal.
This Taiwan, you said, right?
Taiwan. This Taiwan.
Where's that at? I'm not good at geography and shit.
What's
but-
this shit they call bamboo?
Ain't that
This is in Taiwan.
Bamboo
this is Taiwan,
Union.
right? That's Japan. Where
No,
that's
it's
at?
like your own country.
No,
fool.
where that's at?
it-
We're in
It's
Asia, right?
It's in.
I mean, it's like
yeah,
underneath.
it's in Taiwan.
Damn, somebody give me the goddamn continent.
I
Shit,
just
if
told
I,
you.
I didn't even know where it
Asia.
was. Why would I think I know it's? Why would you think I know it's a country?
Ain't
nigga?
Taiwan,
Asia's the
ain't Taiwan an
continent.
island though? It's like under Asia.
That's what I was gonna say. Ain't
Asia's-
it like Japan or something?
All
Ain't
right,
that
look,
like?
look,
Ain't it
look,
like
look.
that? I don't
No,
know.
it ain't
Shit, don't
Japan,
get me
man.
now. I'm gonna
Japan
look this shit
is
up.
up here,
Sick of y'all.
and they down
This
here.
motherfucker
Next
trying
time
to
I don't
show.
know, I ain't
This
saying
motherfucker. One person don't know where it's at. The other one trying to show y'all through audio. I'm just gonna continue.
That's
right?
funny.
They also believed
Y'all
it.
get on my motherfucking nerves.
They
It
also
is in
believe-
China. I hate y'all. I knew I wasn't.
It's
Listen,
not
they
in
also
China.
believe
Yes,
it
it
was-
is. China, Taiwan is a city in fucking China.
Can I finish?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I had. to
They
think about
also
that.
believed it was over a dispute involving an unpaid debt. The South China Morning Post points out that Bamboo Union is a dangerous mob known for its involvement in drugs and human trafficking. Foreign Policy magazine ranked Bamboo Union as one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world in 2008. 4 men and 1 woman have reportedly been taken into custody in the incident.
But yeah, it's under. It's an island still. China own the shit. So anyway.
Right, that's China then, right? If the
It's
People's
definitely
I'm just
China.
saying, it's still an
if
island.
the People's Republic of China own that shit, ain't that?
I'm
That's
just-
like saying
I-
Puerto Rico
I-
ain't motherfucking America.
I'm just trying. I mean, they ain't.
That shit- Just because they got a flag don't mean they don't belong to the
They
state.
not the United. Puerto Rico not the United States though. So that's like that with China, I think, and Taiwan. Taiwan.
Point
is
of the
still
matter
its own thing.
is, how is the most dangerous organization in 2008 throwing roaches on people? I don't get that part,
That's because
bro.
they done fell off.
Hey, they not
That's
fucking around.
2008. This 2021.
They not fucking
So
around.
now they ain't got the muscle like they used to. So they're like, we ain't got these guns or these assassins, but we got these roaches. I mean, these
We're going to throw a few of these.
and it's because they didn't want to pay the bill, or was the people who own the restaurant like the ops?
Do y'all feel like this was effective?
No. Okay, wait. I don't know what their goal was.
Nah, that wasn't.
You feel me?
Obviously,
'Cause
it
if,
was a-
if getting the restaurant shut down was their goal, then yes, they're
I'm about
losing
to
money
say
right
it was
now.
effective. They shut that shit down. Fuck you talking about? It's roaches.
But you said they did that to not pay the bill?
Nah, they did that shit
Oh.
because they didn't get paid.
Oh, because they didn't get paid. So they was probably on some what they call that shit?
Extortion.
Extortion shit, yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on, right?
That remind me of that one game on Xbox. What's that shit called?
That's funny.
I don't know. Look, next one, right?
They got all the roaches.
Headline says convicted serial killer reportedly living a new life as a transgender woman.
That nigga
Now,
sneaky,
I said
sneaky,
that first.
sneaky.
Before I showed y'all the picture, here's the picture.
Hey,
Boy, you a nigga in disguise. Stop playing. Hey, bro.
That's all I
Hey.
hear is a motherfucking goddamn
This one-
Inspector Gadget.
For real.
What
New
the-
life, nigga. We know exactly who you are. What you talking about? He don't look no
thought
different.
he was sneaky. That man looked like
Oh my God.
The 74-year-old, this man 74 years.
He's sick, bro. He's sick. And whose hair
He's trying
is
to
that?
start over. This is the only way he knew how.
He said, I don't want to kill these bitches no more.
The 74-year-old Australian, formerly known as Reginald Tex Arthurell, now goes by Regina K.
Regina made it simple to the motherfucker.
The convicted murderer came out on a transgender community Facebook page after her release from prison in November 2020. Since coming out, Arthurell has photographed herself in women's wigs and lipstick. According to reports, Arthurell committed her first murder over 40 years ago when she stabbed her stepfather to death in 1974. While on the run, she and a male accomplice robbed and killed a 19-year-old sailor nearly 10 years later. Arthurell ended up serving 6 years for her role in the sailor's murder before she was extradited to serve an additional time for her stepfather's manslaughter. She met her future fiance in prison when they began writing each other as pen pals.
That's what I was gonna say. She was gay in prison.
The couple moved in together after Arthurell was released on parole in 1991. However, 6 years later, Arthurell ended up blue gigant. I don't know that word. I guess that means leaving her fiance. Oh, I don't know what that means. You try this.
He like, fuck this article now.
Oh, bludgeoning?
That's what that means?
Bludgeoning?
Oh, damn, I'm a
bludgeoning.
dumbass.
It means like hitting somebody with something very hard. Bludgeoning.
I ain't never seen this word before
Only
in my
reason
life,
I know
and
that
I feel
word,
real
from
stupid.
being online. But anyway.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's
I'm a
in the poem.
dumbass. But bludgeoning her fiance to death with a piece of wood and took a picture wearing her victim's clothes. She was later convicted of killing. Now, living as Regina, she plans on undergoing a sex change as soon as possible. And that's it.
Okay, so they was gay before they caught the 40 years, basically.
I guess he got gay when he got...
Yeah, right, I'm saying he did a 6-year stint, became gay, married somebody, killed them, and then did the big bid, and then got out. Now they trying to be a tranny and live their best life.
I guess. At 70.
This nigga look like a straight dude and need to not even try.
And he look like he playing. Like, you know how like you like, oh my God, like he living in his truth. But no, this nigga look like he playing. Like I can't even.
Hey, he look like he be on TikTok. He look like he about to do a TikTok and be like, bitches be like that's
like
how
he look like he playing. Why you got them shades on? He trying to hide his identity. He ain't slick. That nigga is not slick.
So I can get a better
identity is he hiding though? Like if you knew who he was, you would know that's him.
So I can get a better understanding of my vocabulary. What the fuck is bludgeoning? I don't know what that means.
You got your phone in your hand.
No, say it again. Say it.
It's like it's beating somebody, like basically like beating them with a hard object.
Okay.
It did say that. What was the weapon? She said it said.
It should be a blunt object, probably.
It said,
I feel like I heard that in Law and Order before now. Yeah, I think
they didn't. Oh, piece of wood.
Yeah,
piece of wood.
Yeah, because I guess a bludgeon is a piece of wood. That's what I'm assuming. If you're bludgeoning,
I'm sorry that I didn't know what that was. Anyway, all right, we're gonna go to the next article. Last article. Is it the last one? Oh yeah, it's the last article, right? And this isn't an article. It's just like a headline because it happened today, right? So the headline says Serena Williams deletes photo after skin bleaching accusations, and this is the picture.
What? Man, that don't even look like her.
That's her, yo.
That's her?
That's her.
Right, why it look like a white chick's
And this is the best photo that I could find, but that's her. On the right, that's her. Yeah,
what
she
happened,
did that.
Bro? She tried to do something and it ain't work right. Damn.
I'm salty.
Damn.
I'm salty.
Light skinned friend look like Michael Jackson.
Facts. That shit look crazy.
I'm getting Lil Kim vibe. I'm really
right,
like,
but Lil Kim's ain't as bad as that.
Earth Goddess. What is this? What is this? Earth Goddess.
I don't know, man. That shit
like
crazy,
this?
man. This shit just
don't even
came
know
out
what to even
today,
say.
and when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I gotta put it on the show," because this shit right here.
Look at that beautiful black woman
Right.
on the left.
Right.
And then what in the fuck is on the fucking right?
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I can't even really comment too much on that.
But look, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next segment of the show. Sticky Cinchies.
Let's go. My favorite.
All right.
Let's do it.
I only got one this time around.
Great.
So check this out. You live in a world where reincarnation is common and expected, but it cannot happen unless your past life has faded from memory. Last time you were alive, you fell in love with an immortal who swore they would never forget you. You have just been reincarnated. What now?
Whoa, read it one more time.
But I don't remember nothing from the past life, so I can't go find them if they still alive.
So what now? I mean, do you not remember or what?
And that's what I'm saying.
You just said
I don't believe in not
say
remembering.
that.
You might like not remember, but you gonna remember. Your soul is gonna remember that contract. You know they say that really happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like that in your past lives. Excuse me. You make contracts with other people to see them in the next life.
That's people who believe in the past life thing.
I seen a story where this white boy kid in his past life, he was a black woman named Pam. And Pam jumped out of a window to get out of a burning building. Mm-hmm. And he remembered it all. So
that might be a medium thing.
They looked up the story. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
if it's
you have
a
to
medium
understand,
thing or not,
it takes a special kind of power to remember who you are.
See, the thing is, there are more people now than there were before. So, which people are not reincarnations? How do you know what's a reincarnation? Like,
or maybe all of them are reincarnations.
So they just reincarnated from an animal that died. Sometimes you're an animal, sometimes you're a human.
I mean, your soul.
You said more people. I mean,
really
more reincarnation.
Now.
They say that your soul,
but some people had to be original people.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, they say people decide.
I'm confused.
Last person you was with the last time you reincarnated was immortal. Now you reincarnating. Are you gonna try to find your immortal loved one? Yeah. Or you just gonna live your life? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna search for you. I know you.
Am I not immortal too if I keep getting reincarnated?
What? Say it again.
You said, am I not immortal too if I keep getting reincarnated?
No, you're not immortal.
Don't feed it.
At all. If you being reincarnated, I mean you have to start over, fool.
I mean,
baby on up.
Can sometimes have to start over, like.
Nah.
What's the
immortal mean they don't die?
Over.
Like it's them. What's the two motherfuckers on in the DC universe that reincarnate all the time? They immortal technically.
Look, what if
our souls are
what
immortal.
if you come back as an animal and you can come back as the pet of the person you was in love with?
Okay, and you better fucking love me and take fucking care of me because you said.
Right.
You fucking said, because I know I might come back as a bird.
Motherfucker, that immortal person gonna go hard over you. Like, don't touch my fucking dog.
Oh God, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like that with my dog.
You might come back.
I ain't him though. Like anybody know me, I be like, get that dog.
Yeah.
You might come back as a spider.
I ain't gonna lie, she came to me in my dreams. I can't really, you feel me? That's my soulmate for real.
It depends on what kind of spider, I think.
Yeah, I want to come back a big spider. Not one of those spiders.
No, I'm saying it depends on what kind of spider you come back as, because if you come back as just like a regular little bitty spider, you ain't gonna really be able to get back to immortal person. But if you come back as like a tarantula, you might can make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because ain't nobody fucking with no tarantula.
You
If I
might
come
can
back
make
as
it,
like
and you can get through the
spider.
cold. You can get through the cold because you got fur. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'd do, yo. I don't know if I would want to go back to them or if I want to just hit these hoes.
Man, it's a new life,
As a
bro.
hoe. Sorry, nah. I ain't gonna say that, but I'll probably go back to them because I mean, like, that'd be the only person that I can connect to that understands my former life.
That's
so
the thing, though, the reincarnation. If you reincarnated as another person, are you not starting as a baby? You feel
you
me?
might, but
so then, like, trying to get to them for what? If I died at 50, they 48 or 49, 50 or whatever. Like, what, I'm gonna go have them raise me?
What if they can connect you back to your former life and help you remember it?
Ooh, that would be beautiful.
Wouldn't it?
That's what I'm saying. If you don't remember your former life in the first place, then how you gonna remember them?
Man, I just know my baby gonna tell me everything. She gonna be like, "We was Egyptian goddesses."
Yeah.
Way back then. I ain't gonna lie, cause I know it's some type of like Egyptian roots like in my past life. So like, and there's many past lives. So like, people always think like, cause like, think about it. Do you have energy flowing through your body right now? Yes or no?
We all have energy.
So you have energy flowing through your body right now, right? Does everybody knows the energy rule, right?
Right.
What is it?
No, I don't know. I thought you gonna keep going.
They
with
say
it.
just gonna keep going.
No matter like that can be destroyed. It can only be.
Oh no. Energy rule is the energy rule is that energy doesn't die, it transfers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred, right? So why would you think when you die that what do you think your energy in your body does?
To go back to God.
And then what? You just up with God, right?
That energy is gonna get retransferred as something else.
Into something else, right? So why would you think past lives don't exist?
But listen, that's on how you look at it, because your energy. Listen
I
though.
wouldn't say you stomped me, but look.
Stomped.
Your body and shit gets used. That's your energy getting transferred to everybody that's using your shit. If you look, you can look at it that way as well. Like, it don't mean necessarily
Are you ever without energy? Are you ever without energy?
It don't mean that you necessarily getting reincarnated. Like, but you're getting used.
Would you want to get reincarnated with hair like that? Or would you want to be like, no what? I'm good. I'm done with this shit. No, I'm just playing, bro. You ain't got to answer
I'd be
that.
like, man, this time, man, let me get Snoop Dogg hair back when he had the 3 braids.
Snoop had great hair.
Great.
That nigga still got
time.
great hair. Y'all ever seen that man hair? I said great hair.
Oh, I thought you said
no,
great.
his hair is beautiful. I said, have y'all seen his hair recently?
His locks are crazy. Killing the game.
His locks like.
Anyway, we getting past.
He like 6'5".
We getting past what we supposed to be talking about.
Nah, but I think we pretty much touched it, right?
You think we did? Okay, we're going to go ahead and conclude with that being said. And y'all can always catch your boy on Instagram at keys_757. Check out the Up for Debate page at Up for Debate TV on Instagram and send us some emails at upfordebate757@gmail.com. What you got for the people?
Man, y'all know it's the gifted one, Leisha. You can follow me on IG at Girl You're a Baller with an A, and I'm out.
Yeah. You can check me out at Sushi So Raw on Instagram. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
We out.
Peace.